Okay, I guess we're live. You know what? I was going to do the 30-second countdown, but I don't think there's no use to it now. What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this latest edition of the Chop Block Sports Talk. I am joined, of course, by Miami J and Jay Blaze. So at the same time, I'm sure we're all probably watching Chicago and Green Bay. Am I in agreement there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I am watching Caleb Williams. I am. Yeah,
I was gonna say, give me your just to start things off, live and in living color here. What are your thoughts on the game so far, Blaze?
I would say the Bears are a year away. I just think, like, playoff game, you want a veteran like team. So I have the Packers winning.
Okay. What about you, Miami J?
I put money on the Packers myself.
What made you put money on the Packers, man? You didn't buy into the Chicago. Well, it's not like you thought they were going to get.
I'm to my guns, damn it. Caleb Williams is a bust.
Caleb Williams is a bust. Let's go ahead and start there, man. I disagree.
It's hard to say at this point, honestly, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because listen, it is possible that he could still be a bust. There is no doubt about it. But I'm gonna tell you what, man. I think the Chicago Bears, looks like the Packers are challenging a call on the field. Matt LaFleur threw the challenge flag for whatever reason, but it appears that Caleb Williams is the guy. He did set, that is a low bar. He did set the single season record for passing yards in Chicago Bears history. It's like 39.
Who had that record before?
Nobody knows, dude. Nobody knows. And get this, he didn't even pass for 4,000 yards. So, but the point is that, listen, man, hey, and listen, he's got respect for me. The motherfucker came into Philly and he kicked our ass. So listen, you're not catching any flack from me. But I can admit, and I was right on board with you. I'm not going to say that he won't be a bust, but at this point, I think he's proven that he is definitely the guy in Chicago. If this trajectory keeps going the way it is, I think Williams is going to be a pretty good quarterback for a while.
Dude, I still think if the Bears had like a Kirk Cousin or someone, I could see them making a huge run. I just don't trust Caleb because he's from this like just instinct, like the Kyler Murrays of the world and stuff. I just don't trust it.
Okay.
Let me put it this way for me. Look, Caleb Williams has had an admirable season. My prediction that he would be a total bust this year was wrong, and the Bears have made a run. But this run, I attribute it completely to the coach and the people they put around Caleb, not necessarily to Caleb. I can't remember one game where Caleb put this team on his back and carried them through the finish line.
The Bears are winning in spite of Caleb. Or Caleb.
That's a great way to put it.
The Bears are winning in spite of Caleb Williams and not because of Caleb Williams. You know, it's interesting that you say that. A lot of people tend to think the same thing about our quarterback, Jalen Hurts. What is your look? There's Jalen Hurts is going to be criticized, maligned. I don't care. It comes with the territory. You're Super Bowl MVP. People are going to judge you, but obviously Jalen has taken a step back this season. Yet here the Eagles are again at the 3 seed. Got at least one home playoff game, hopefully. But this season, Jalen's had it rough this season. I personally, I'm a Jalen guy, obviously, because I'm an Eagles fan, but I can attribute this to he's got his 11th straight play caller since his days at Alabama. We all remember what happened in 2023. Eagles start 10-1. You know, Brian Johnson was the offensive coordinator. We completely collapsed. A lot of people thought and wanted that to happen. People think Jalen Hurts is a game manager. I don't know that a game manager has ever won Super Bowl MVP. Oh, wait a minute. Nick Foles did it with the Philadelphia Eagles less than 10 years ago. What are your thoughts on Jalen, Miami J? And then we'll go to Blaze.
Look, I don't think Jalen's ever going to be a Josh Allen, a Pat Mahomes, let alone a Matthew Stafford. Right. But I wouldn't call him a game manager either. I think Jalen Hurts will win you some games. Mind you, I don't think he's going to win you all the games. I don't see him winning NFL MVP anytime soon.
No.
But he's got enough of a supporting cast that he can be the guy there and he can lead this team to another championship without a doubt. And he can be there for another 10 years. I don't have any problem seeing this.
All right, what are your thoughts on Jalen Hurts?
Like, if we were to talk about like force multiplier, dude, Jalen's maybe like a 1.1. He does his job, he does it well, but he's not gonna carry a team on his back and carry you there. He needs an array of like weapons and a good team around him. But you could say that about basically any quarterback. I think he's around like a 6 to 15 quarterback in the league.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's fair, and I don't know the way. And here, this is the thing: if I were to start a franchise right now with one quarterback, as things are right now, my guy would be C.J. Stroud. Okay, and I'm an Eagles fan, and I can admit that C.J. Stroud is. I mean, dude, C.J. Stroud is a better pocket passer. He's a better thrower of the football. And yeah, to Jay Blaze's point, name me a Super Bowl champion that didn't have an array of weapons around him, right? Joe Montana had Jerry Rice and Roger Craig and all those guys. But by the same token, you still, what the Chiefs traded away Tyreek Hill. Patrick Mahomes won 2 of his 3 Super Bowls without that speedy receiver. And we all know that Mahomes can literally put a team on his back. There's a quarterback who doesn't have a very good receiving core who put the team on his back this year is the Buffalo Bills, right? If you were to switch Josh Allen, if you were to put Josh Allen in Jalen Hurts' position, the Eagles would have gone undefeated. You put Jalen Hurts on the Buffalo Bills, and the Bills are probably not a playoff team. I can admit that. But that being said, this is why your GM, this is why good management matters. Howie Roseman understands Jalen's deficiencies. He understands what his strengths and weaknesses are, and he put a team around Jalen that minimizes his weaknesses and accentuates his strengths.
I think the Dolphins need to give Howie Roseman like $100 million and just have him trade himself to Miami somehow for like a bucket of franchise.
Dude, I would absolutely. If that were to happen, that would be the worst trade ever.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Dolphins, yeah. Oh my God, dude! Holy moly! Yeah. He's the best GM in football. Speaking of the Dolphins, Joel. Okay, so listen, Chris Ballard is gone. Mike McDaniel is gone. And oh, by the way, the Dolphins didn't fire Mike McDaniel until after John Harbaugh was hired. So give me your thoughts on the season. What do we do with Tua? Who should we replace Mike McDaniel with? Go.
We're doing this so early, huh? I expected this conversation.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so cutting ties with Mike McDaniel should have happened the day we cut ties with Jim Greer.
Jim Greer. I'm getting a mix up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, with the GM. And cutting ties with Tua needs to happen as soon as the season's over. I think they need to cut him, trade him, find something to do with him.
Okay.
I don't think – look, this project in Miami's failed. This tank for Tua thing that we did 6 years ago has completely tanked, no pun intended. Sure. And, but going forward, is Jim Harbaugh the guy? I don't know. I don't know that Jim Harbaugh – when you bring a big name head coach to a city like Miami, the weight of expectations alone, that's going to weigh you down.
Sure.
And, the people in Miami, they see a name like that coming in here, they're going to expect a Super Bowl in year 2. Right. Just like happened to Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson got burnt out real quick in Miami.
That's exactly right. Yeah, see, Miami does not have a real – like if John Harbaugh were to go to, say, Buffalo, if they get rid of Sean McDermott, Bills fans are not – they're not delusional enough to think, oh, wow, we got John Harbaugh. We're automatically going to the Super Bowl. But you got Miami fans that are, well, we got Jimmy Johnson. He won Super Bowls in Dallas. You should be able to win one here.
Oh, no, I remember when we got Jimmy Johnson, everybody would say, 3 years. 3 years. It's going to take 2 years. Everybody was shooing it in for 3 years. It didn't go that way. They both ended up, him and Dan Marino ended up leaving after that blowout in Jacksonville in the playoffs.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Jacksonville was in a team for about 15 minutes. Jay Blaze, what are your thoughts on Miami, man? What should they do? Who do you think? So Miami Jay says, okay, he's John Harbaugh.
I want to put forth my coaching candidate for the Dolphins, and I want Chris Shula. I want Chris Shula from the Rams.
Really? How about that? Okay, he happens to be coaching. Yeah, he coached earlier in the game. Why Chris Shula?
I'll tell you why I want Chris Shula and I want Fernando Mendoza. I'll do whatever the hell you have to do to get trade up.
There it is.
You get those 2 young guys whose formative years have been in the last 25 years of their life.
Yep.
They know the pain that Miami has gone through. They lived it. They've been here. They felt it. Fernando Mendoza grew up a Dolphins fan.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Oh, this is good.
Bring 2 guys here who have felt the pain and know what needs to happen, and they're actually going to wear their heart on their sleeve and play for this team, this franchise that needs it. I will give this stat again. Miami is the only team in the NFL this century to not win a playoff game. That includes the Cleveland Browns.
Ooh.
And the Cowboys. Oh my God. Oh, wait. Hold on. So the Miami Dolphins are the only team who has not won a playoff game this century. That includes the Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns.
Yes, sir.
Okay, before I go to Jay Blaze, now that I didn't know, who's your GM? If I make you commissioner of the NFL and you can snap your fingers and give the Dolphins the GM that you want, who's their GM in Miami?
Howard Rosen. He's the best GM in football.
Oh, Jesus.
Who else?
We are tired of teams poaching our people, man.
If I'm NFL commissioner, you guys are screwed. If I'm NFL commissioner, you guys are screwed. You have it too good for
right, fair enough. I asked the question, I got the answer. Jay Blaze. Jay Blaze, what are your thoughts about what's going on in Miami? Wait. Okay, so let me just recap here. So Joel, the resident Miami Dolphins fan, he needs Howie Roseman, which is not, it's not unrealistic. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm happy with our hire. I'm happy with our hire. I even forgot his name, but I know he comes from Green Bay, right? He comes from an organization that is well run.
Yes.
He comes from an organization with a brain, like the Packers, Pittsburgh. These organizations that are always there, that they're steady. So I'm happy with that.
Let me look him up. John Eric Sullivan. Yes, John Eric Sullivan. He was the president of. He was the president. He was the vice president of football operations for 3 years. Then he moved up to the president. Then he was assistant GM, and I think he was also there when they drafted Aaron Rodgers. So clearly, either way, he's got the pedigree. So I'm good with that. Okay, good stuff.
He knows what it takes to run a winning franchise. That's the kind of guy I want.
Not only that, he was dealing with an inherent disadvantage being located in Green Bay, which is not exactly a free destination. What young rich guy wouldn't want to go to South Beach? There you go. All right, Jay Blaze. Okay, so what are your thoughts on what the Dolphins should do? Miami Jay says, listen, we need Fernando Mendoza. We need to hire a head coach, with some pedigree. We might have got the guy now, but I would coach Howie Roseman if I could. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I do not see the Dolphins as a good landing spot because you have Tua, who they paid, which was a massive mistake. And we all said it. Like he's not a difference maker. And dude, you saw him he has no edge to him whatsoever.
No,
zero.
He doesn't have a dog in him, man.
And the moment he got paid, he lost all the muscle that was keeping him safe.
He did. He got thin.
Yeah, and then you have the defense. The only positive to Miami is they went on a late season run.
Right. Yes.
And that's
they won
what
4 or 5 in a row or something like that.
Yeah, but their culture is so bad, and that's why I think Shula. But I'm hearing John Harbaugh wants to go to the Browns because his family's from the Browns area.
Oh, they're all yes. The Harbaugh family is from Cleveland.
I don't hate that for him. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Mike McDaniel kind of was a victim of his own success. You remember 2 years ago when the Dolphins started out the season 5-0, they put up 70 on Denver.
70 against the Broncos. Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
The cha-cha.
That set an expectation. It was never going to go up from there. Okay? It was always going to be downhill from there. Now we're at the rock bottom of that.
Oh, okay. Devin just said
was understandable. That was never gonna stay that way. So they set the weight of expectations on themselves, and now they're paying the price for it. Tua was never going to be the guy that was going to do that for an entire season, even with Tyreek.
And with John, dude, if you go to the Browns, if you can get in the playoffs year after year, dude, they'll be happy.
Yeah, sure, right, exactly. Get into the playoffs year after year, maybe win a playoff game, here or there. Let me ask you this, because a lot of Steelers fans want to replace Mike Tomlin, right?
Yeah.
And listen, rightfully so, different teams, different standards. But then we all sit here and talk about, hey, listen, man, the Dolphins fans would love to have been the Pittsburgh Steelers here in the 2000s. Am I wrong? But by the same token, right? What it's funny we say that now, but if Miami really were like Pittsburgh, then they would probably want a replacement coach. So you're only, I don't know, just like you said, Joel, it's really to me it comes down to expectations, because the time is coming. Listen, the Eagles are on this fantastic. This is the great. Honestly, I can't remember a better time for Eagle football. The last 8 years, I've watched my Eagles go to 3 Super Bowls and win 2, and it doesn't look like we're going to be terrible anytime soon. But the league is cyclical, right? Like the Eagles are going to suck here probably within the next 2 to 3 years, and that's just the way it goes. But I think what it really comes down to, as far as Miami is concerned, I think they need to blow the whole thing up. I think, and so far, so good. And I like Tua, and I bought into it. I actually thought Tua was the guy in Miami. I watched Hard Knocks. I was like, okay, Tua seems like he's the guy. But we all know, I know I'm not the only person who holds my breath when I see him break the pocket or break out into a run, because I'm thinking, holy fuck, is this the last time we're going to see this dude, speaking normally or walking normally, whatever the case may be. But they got rid of Mike and I like Mike McDaniel. They got to get rid of him. Mike, if you're watching, you need to come to Philly. They got to get rid of Tua. Now, I understand, Jay Blaze, what you said about them having to eat Tua's salary, but need I remind you that Sean Payton is doing exactly that in Denver. They are paying Russell Wilson, $89 million not to play for them. Now, this is where the GM comes in, right? Their GM, whoever he is, obviously drafted Bo Nix at the behest of Sean Payton. And so I think that's where it has to go. But if you get rid of Tua, you got to blow the whole. You got to get rid of everybody. I would trade Jalen Waddle. I'd see what I can get for Devon Achane. Any high paid veteran, I would get rid of them, trade them, and start from the very beginning.
You know what? Forget Russell Wilson. You know who the biggest cap hit in the NFL is next year? It's Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun, yep.
No, what's his cap?
Like 82 million, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That is the worst contract in football.
That is the worst contract. Oh my God. That is the worst contract. Let's just take a minute to talk about that. I think that there are some universal truths that we all like everybody debates who's the best running back. Some say Emmitt Smith, some say Barry Sanders, Walter Payton. Who's the best quarterback? Some people say it's Dan Marino, some people say it's Tom Brady, John Elway, blah blah blah. We all know who the greatest receiver ever is. Universally, we know that to be Jerry Rice.
Correct.
I'm putting the Jerry Rice category in with the worst it's not guys, I can't think of one that's can we even think of a contract that was any worse than the Deshaun Watson contract?
Well, in hindsight. So looking at it a few years later, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, if Dak went down and he couldn't, and for whatever reason, that might be it. But
you actually make a very good point, Joel. You said the one word that kind of stymies this. It's hindsight. Because the Browns thought they were getting Houston Texans Deshaun Watson. They didn't get because Deshaun Watson was one of the best quarterbacks in the league for like 3-4 years. And all of a sudden he just went completely.
But that's the problem. That's the problem with the overinflated quarterbacks in the NFL. When was the last time you saw a quarterback that played really well for one team, sign a huge contract for another team, and do well?
And
I can't remember.
Exactly.
And you know what makes it even worse? You had Baker Mayfield. And, dude, he was gunning it out. He had a bad arm for his last year, and the Browns, he was gunning it out. And they replaced him, and now he's for a while there, he was a MVP candidate, but I guess he despises his OC.
Oh, he absolutely – think about this. And this is the difference between well-run organizations and poorly run organizations. Well-run, and again, hindsight being 2020. Listen, Jimmy Haslam was desperate. The Browns needed a quarterback. He was there. Fine, let's give him the only guaranteed. But hindsight being 2020, we always talk about things in hindsight. But this is why it matters where you go, because like we think to sort of switch lanes here a little bit. Who has the number 1 overall pick this year? It's going to be the Las Vegas Raiders, right? The number 1 overall pick is probably going to be Fernando Mendoza. But I remember for a while the Jets had the number 1 overall pick, and I remember Jets fans thinking, "Let's get Fernando Mendoza." And I'm like, dude, if I'm Fernando Mendoza's agent, the 2 places I will not go are New York and fucking Cleveland. So, I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing if you're the Raiders, Jay Blaze? Are you taking Mendoza? We've already fired Pete Carroll. Where do you go from there?
I think it will be Tom Brady's decision. And if Mendoza is 6'5", he has a lot of Tom Brady-esque traits. If you have Tom Brady sitting in his ear, and he's highly coachable.
Yes.
Yeah. If I'm the Raiders, Honestly, I'm trading Brock Bowers and the number 1 pick to the Dolphins for I don't know, some third rounder. But if I'm the Raiders, of course I'm looking out for Mendoza. To me, he's the best prospect to come out of college since Joe Burrow. Having said that, I'm really hoping the Dolphins go for him. Really, really am. Because we've missed out on Josh Allen. We missed out on Brock Bowers. We passed up the tight end for the Colts this year, who was fantastic.
Oh, God. Jesus. Tyler Warren. Yeah, we sat here.
Warren. We keep missing on these draft picks. If we draft another offensive lineman or edge rusher again, I'm going to.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I'm going to alive somebody.
Devin's in the chat. She says that kid is great at the mic. Yes. I don't know if you guys have been. I mean, I think we've all watched the college football playoffs. Dude, Fernando Mendoza is perfect at the mic. Dude, he's a geek. He's Catholic. He's a Christian kid. I mean, he's mature. He's 22. You know, he's tall. He's not a player. He's not like Shedeur Sanders School. Like, this is the guy the franchise.
He's the anti-Shedeur.
Yes, exactly.
And I will note, he grew up in Miami. He will not be corrupted by this city as every other draft he will be.
Yeah.
I don't, dude. Here's the thing. Listen, we understand how Miami can produce niggas like Tyreek Hill and Lamar Jackson and Michael Irvin and all the niggas at the U back in the late 80s, early to mid 90s. I get it. I understand Clinton Portis, Willis, like listen, the U's got them all. How the hell does Miami produce Fernando Mendoza? How does that happen? How does that happen? Like, somebody's got to have a yacht with a prostitute doing blow off a stripper's ass somewhere, right?
Sometimes good things come out of Florida, all right?
Jesus Christ, man. How in the world did Miami? And you want to know something? The city of Miami, I hate to say this, but the city of Miami, they don't deserve a dude like Fernando Mendoza, man. They really don't.
No, we don't, but damn it.
They really don't. So what's the path to get there? So you're telling me, Joel, you would sell the farm. What you would do whatever you had to trade, bargain, beg, barter all the way up to the number 1 pick to pick Mendoza.
Yeah, we don't have a bad roster already. It's not like
no, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, draft capital is a good thing to have, obviously, but he seems to be the guy.
Yeah, the only issues with the Miami is Tua's contract and Tyreek. Yeah. I don't know if Tyreek ever plays football again.
Talked about, dude. We haven't even talked about Tyreek Hill yet.
You cannot waste another. Tyreek Hill's gonna get traded, guaranteed.
Yeah, he is.
Now, I don't think you waste another year on Tua. So what does that say? With all that cap weight, you have to get a rookie quarterback. You have to.
Got to. Yeah. It's the only way that happens. Yeah. It's not going to be a free.
You know what? At that point, screw all the other rookie contracts. Give away the farm. Do a Mike Dick, Ricky Williams type of thing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. Yeah. That's a very good point. And that, by the way, Joel, that's exactly the way Sean Payton is doing it up in Denver. He's got a rookie quarterback who is I mean, they got him at the number 9 or 10th overall pick. They got Bo Nix. Bo Nix has been in the playoffs 2 years in a row this year. He's the number one seed. In order to do it, and we've talked about this before. There are many ways to win Super Bowls in the NFL, but the one that appears to be the formula that works is you have a rookie quarterback who outperforms his rookie contract. And you can listen, Patrick Mahomes won 2 Super Bowls before he got his money. Jalen Hurts went to a Super Bowl. Remember, he's on his rookie deal. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the last quarterback that got a big contract who won a Super Bowl after that contract. Either way, that's the dude. Joe Burrow got some Super Bowl on the rookie contract. Dude, Russell Wilson did it. Carson Wentz, Nick Foles did it. So it's that seems to be the way. So if the Dolphins can somehow get Mendoza, I think that would save the franchise, man.
I got to look at what other quarterbacks are available right now. But just the fact that Mendoza is from here and grew up around here, and there's pictures of him as a kid wearing a Dolphins hat.
Wow,
it's tailor-made.
Do you think the Miami Dolphins brass is? Do you think that this is in their minds? Like, guys, we fucking got it. Oh man.
Look, unfortunately, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
okay.
Steven Ross got a boner for Tua, and we literally tanked 2 seasons to get him. So,
it's almost like they're way too invested in Tua to give him away now, but they're going to have to if they want to win.
They have to. They were too invested in Tannehill to give him up at the time, and they give him up. So let's hope they They
Now,
do.
let me ask you something, Jay Blaze. Let me ask you something, Jay Blaze, and I'll come back to Miami Jay. Who's going to trade? Who is going to trade for Tua? Because it can't be any team north of the Jacksonville Jaguar. I mean, like, what are you going to do?
Let me reverse this.
Play
Who
for
do you rather have as your quarterback, Kyler Murray or Tua?
Oh,
The Cardinals. There you go. There's your team.
fucking A. That's the answer to the question.
Yeah.
I thought I asked you an unanswerable question. You just gave me the fucking answer. It's Phoenix. Of course,
And
he's got to go to Phoenix.
And that's why Blaze is on this show.
Exactly.
Holy crap. You think I did? I never even thought about Arizona. Did you?
Me neither. Honestly.
I didn't. Wow, two to Arizona. It works, man. He is a dude. It's warm down there. He gets to play indoors at least half the games.
We need to get this shit syndicated. We're the ones with all the good ideas, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Except for the Howie Roseman idea. That's a shitty idea, man.
Like,
I disagree. I think it's a great idea.
like, did you hear about the stuff with Kyler Murray? Like, he would not talk to his coach towards the end, Cliff. Like, Cliff had to talk to another coach to talk to Kyler, and then Kyler's teammates wanted to go out and chill with him, and he's going, "No, I'm gonna game. No, I'm gonna go
that
game."
Is not who you want leading your franchise. Kev's video says, "Heck no, we don't want him, bro. He's better than Kyler fucking Murray." Shit,
Yeah.
man. And Kyler Murray is super talented. But the story that Jay Blaze just told, this is why it's not working. Because if Kyler Murray were as dedicated to football as he was to Call of Duty, I think they would probably be keeping him. So,
Hey,
dude,
Tua, you got him on contract. If they get Tua, you have him for 3 years. Dude, you can have him play a year. If it doesn't work out, you can draft another one. And Tua would be a guy to actually mentor.
absolutely.
Chasing the draft. Kyler would not do that.
No,
He will
Kyler's
sabotage.
Kyler's definitely not doing that. Number one. Number two, Tua knows he's not going to play into it. Dude, Tua's probably going to retire at 32. If he's lucky. Honestly, he might even retire after this contract is up. So yeah, he'd be the perfect guy to mentor.
I think Tua is going to be a coach at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, now that's an intriguing idea. Maybe like an offensive coordinator type coach.
Well, he'll start somewhere, yeah. He'll start as a quarterback coach somewhere.
Well, let's seamlessly transition to the next topic before we get to our predictions. Or our predictions from the beginning of the season and how much they came true. Some of us look like geniuses, some of us not so much. The coaching carousel. So Black Monday came for, I think Kevin Stefanski lost his job, Raheem Morris. Listen, obviously the John Harbaugh firing, that one to me was the most surprising. So let's start there. Joel, talk to me about what your thoughts are on the John Harbaugh Baltimore Ravens split, because I didn't see it coming. There were grumblings of it, but even I was shocked when it happened.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, I'm not the guy that watches Sports Center every day, but I do pay attention, and I didn't see this coming. When I saw the headlines, I heard about Miami being interested in him before I knew he got fired. So
really,
that
because
got me
Mike
completely.
McDaniel didn't get fired until after John Harbaugh was fired.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow.
Very
Jay
true.
Blaze, what are your thoughts on
how I found that the McDaniels got fired?
So
Much lately.
I watched Coach JB, and he said, dude, so Lamar has not talked to his OC in 4 months.
Oh my! I heard about that. That's some Kyler shit right there.
So
Yeah.
he coached him hard throughout because this is the second year with that coach. He coached him hard, and Lamar could not stand it. So he went just no contract with him. And so the Ravens ownership told Harbaugh, you need to get rid of him. And Harbaugh's like, dude, this is not the problem. Lamar is. And so it got to the end, and he's like, okay, he called up his OC and said, hey, you get it. And he's like, yeah, I got it. Because he's been around. And I guess he just interviewed for the Browns job. And so the ownership was going to bring Harbaugh back, and I guess Lamar backstabbed him and said no.
Oh my
So that's
God.
why they fired him.
I heard, and I'm not sure if you guys heard about this because like I consume sports 24/7. I'm fortunate enough to where I'm in a position where I can consume sports all the time. So I'm sports talk, whatever. Did you guys hear about that report that Lamar Jackson was falling asleep at meetings? The Ravens practice in the afternoon because Lamar doesn't like to get up early. Him being out late at night, smoking. And then, and it's funny because and those things don't just come from nowhere. We know it's not libel or slander because nobody's been sued yet. So obviously there is a kernel of truth to this. To me, this means this says two things to me. Number one, it explains why Lamar doesn't play well in the playoffs. And number two, Lamar's never going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If he was going to win a Super Bowl, it was either going to be last year or this year. Clearly, and he's got the physical tools and the physical skill set to do it. I personally think he should have been the MVP last year because not only did he have a higher passing completion percentage than Josh Allen, he threw more touchdowns and less interceptions than Josh Allen, and he still lost the MVP award, yet they choked again in the playoffs. This is the reason why. The reason why Lamar doesn't play best when the lights are brightest is because it appears he's really not all about football. Whereas the guy who's not quite as skilled as he is, Jalen Hurts, doesn't have the strongest arm. He's not the fastest guy. He's not the most fleet of foot. But guess what? The guy obviously eats, sleeps, and breathes football, and he's got he's got as many playoffs wins as Patrick Mahomes in the same time span. And by the way, is 3-0 against Patrick Mahomes. So now we're starting to get a clear picture in terms of why Lamar struggles in the playoffs.
And dude, Lamar is starting to lose a step, and when he loses that step, dude, if I'm the Ravens, I would have thrown Lamar away than Harbaugh.
Yeah, but that never happens, though.
Yeah, that never happens. But I do that. But the only reason Lamar is seen like as a winner and stuff is because he's black and ESPN loves him.
Yeah. Well, it's not to me. I think Lamar to me is the first ballot Hall of Famer, right? I think he's the greatest running quarterback.
He's the greatest regular season quarterback.
Well, right. Well, yes. I think I do think. Oh, you don't think? Oh, wow. You don't. Oh, let's talk about it. Okay, so
quarterback. Hell, has Lamar ever won a Super Bowl?
No, but neither has Dan Marino, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
That's going to be my question. So, a regular season quarterback, let's say the greatest quarterback never to win a Super Bowl. That's Dan Marino. I'm sorry. You're not putting Lamar Jackson on that pedestal.
Okay. All right.
Okay, the greatest modern.
I'm not saying that Lamar Jackson is Dan Marino, but to me, I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing, dude. He wins 77% of his starts. He's, I don't know, what is he like 28-5 against the AFC, against the NFC, 0-3 against Jalen Hurts. I mean, he seems to win all the time. And is there something I'm missing?
Sorry, I need to turn the fan on.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, there we go. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, yeah. To me, it's. Oh, by the way, we'll get back to this in just a second. Jethro Raffro with haven't hit this in a while. $10 super chat says salute. So we're talking about is Lamar Jackson a Hall of Famer? I thought he was, but now, I respect you guys' opinion. Now I'm starting to doubt myself a little bit because maybe there's something I'm missing. Fill me in, guys.
Look, I'll give you this. He might be a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay,
not even close.
That's fair. At least not right now.
He won a Super Bowl.
What happens over the next few years? Now I will give you this. Yeah. What happens over the next few years determines which ballot, because he might be at this point, he's probably a second or third ballot Hall of Famer. I think that's probably a little bit more fair because he hasn't really played that long either, right?
Right.
Yeah. I would be very curious. Russell Wilson basically played himself out of Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
And I think that could be Lamar.
He might go that way.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Russell Wilson has a Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson doesn't even have that yet.
No.
Here's the thing. The quarterbacks going to the Hall of Fame don't have a Super Bowl ring. They have very long, very successful, very steady careers.
Sure.
You gotta see if that's the way Lamar Jackson is.
It's going to be very interesting who they choose as a head coach, because if they choose like a player's coach, like soft guy.
It's over. It's
Mike
over.
I think it's over for him.
And this is Jay Blaze. This is exactly why I just sat here and said Lamar Jackson's never going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because if the reason they ran Todd Monken and John Harbaugh out of town is because Lamar was complaining that they were coaching him too hard, evidently they weren't coaching him hard enough, man. What did Tom Brady tell all of his? I want to be coached hard. Even Dak Prescott says, "Coach me hard." Caleb Williams even wanted to be coached hard. Dude, I don't think coached and hard have ever come out of Kyler Murray's mouth ever. And I think we're starting to see those same traits with Lamar Jackson. I was shocked. I couldn't believe when I heard all that stuff. That was crazy.
Yep.
Damn, and most of us are impressed with his neck.
This is the new quarterback we're getting because it's happening like with the transfer portal and stuff. If you try and even, this is why Mendoza is one of those great candidates because he wants to be coached.
Yes.
And he's incredibly coachable.
Kid, has both of his parents. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Yeah,
Lamar, dude, he doesn't have an agent.
I sell a farm.
He doesn't have an agent. He's a massive headache.
Yes, he is a massive headache. Snowden says
That's what I always say on the show. The one thing you don't want in your locker room is a distraction.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's exactly what this is. Yep. That's exactly. Yeah, he is now. He definitely is. That's for sure. S Notice 12 with the $5 super chat says a soft coach like Raheem Morris to the Ravens. Raheem Morris, man, Raheem Morris is a good defensive coordinator. He's not a head coach. He's now over two.
His team was playing for him though.
His team was playing for him, but his team was terrible, man. And he got his knees cut off from under him by his GM, who's up out of there too. What the fuck are you doing drafting Michael Penix after you give Kirk Cousins $180 million? And now Michael Penix is hurt.
I think Morris still has a job if Kirk Cousins started those 2 years.
I agree. I think he does. I think he does too. But Raheem Morris cannot go to the Ravens, or we will see a Wilson drop.
I think I heard Raheem to the Cowboys to DC.
Yes. Yeah, dude. I don't want John Harbaugh anywhere near. And the worst thing for the Eagles is if John Harbaugh goes to the guys. I'm telling you right now. Low key, the best available job is the New York Giants. You probably got your quarterback. You've got your running back. You've got your receiver. You've got your dude. Guys, listen, man. I'm a fan of the NFC East, so I keep up with this stuff, bro. You got Brian Burns. Oh my God, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence. What's the kid out of Penn State? Abdul Carter, and Kayvon Thibodeau. Guys, that defensive line resembles that mid 2000s defensive line with Michael Strahan, O.C. Umenyiora, Justin Tuck, and Matthias Kiwanuka. They have that kind of nucleus in New York. And if a guy like John Harbaugh signs with the Giants, man, dude, I'm telling you, the rest of the NFC East is in big trouble.
I did hear Stefanski to the Giants, and old Mrs. OC is going to go with the Giants as the OC.
Oh, okay. I think I'm good with that. Because he's not going to be able to develop that defense. Ken Rose with the $5 super chat. Man, it seems like forever since I heard that. Breaking news out of the Level Up Man says Fernando Mendoza just threw another touchdown pass against the Ducks. I can confirm the score is now 77-14. So appreciate the Level Up Man for that. Okay, so we are going to go to the we're at the point in the show where we are going to listen to our predictions. We predicted, so I'm going to stop it every once in a while. I'm going to speed it up. But these are our predictions before the season. And by the way, before I get started, let's go ahead and take care of some business here. Congratulations to Miami J, who is the fantasy football champion. He defeated the lovely and talented Devin. Yes, he finally won. He defeated the lovely and talented Devin in the Super Bowl. Listen, man, I think we both knew it was over when Bijan Robinson broke that 93-yard touchdown. What were your thoughts at that point?
What can I say? I was jumping for joy. I mean, finally, I won this league that I've spent, 7-8 years putting more than that.
It's been a while. It's been back at 17, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute. So glad to finally win it.
I finished in 11. Yes, Devin was really good. Dude, she stomped my ass out twice, man. She was really good. Jay Blaze, I think you finished third. So
yeah, I finished. I faced Joel in the semis. I think I would have had a better shot in the championship, but hey, congrats.
That was a revenge game for me.
Yeah,
you were always
because he was the one that. So listen, we have our last two. We have our last two champions in the building here with us. Level up,
level up the last year's.
Yep. All right, guys. So congratulations to Miami J. Okay, so so these are going to be our predictions. Gone horribly wrong. Okay, let's get started.
Something together, live up to that standard that he himself set,
and that is you.
Then I definitely think he's on the hot seat.
Hot seat, baby. Wow. Okay. Jay Blaze, what do you think? Hold on.
Yeah, I think Mike McDaniels is on the hot seat because dude, I don't think his team respects him. I think he's lost the locker room. And
I was correct about that.
Hey, there it is. He was right about that. Dude,
they've underperformed, and they need some grittiness for the winter games.
Yeah. Okay, I would agree with that. I think that if it sounds like I'm about to put my foot in my mouth. Mike McDaniel doesn't survive this. I don't think he'll ever be without a job. I think he's probably the arc of a head coach, especially like the young hotshot coach like a Mike McDaniel. They always do. And actually, Mike McDaniel actually did a pretty good job for having been a first-time head coach. He'll probably be fired in Miami. He'll go off and be an offensive coordinator somewhere. He will have learned. He'll apply the lessons learned. Then he'll come back, and I think he'll probably get one more shot at head coach if it doesn't work out in Miami. But even if he goes 0 for 2 with head coaches, Mike McDaniel is the type of offensive mind. He's like Robert Saleh. He got fired in New York. It took the Niners 10 minutes to pick up the phone and get him on and get him on their staff. Do you think? So let me ask you this, Miami J. Do you think Mike McDaniel is going to be one of these lifetime journeyman type offensive coordinators like a Cliff Kingsbury or like a North Turner, or do you think? Or that's a good question. Do you think that he is going to be a long sustained head coach in the NFL?
That's a tough question. I don't know, man. I'm not
tough one, huh?
I can't read the future. I don't think he's going to be here in Miami too much longer. I have no confidence in him.
Oh, he got it.
I don't think he'll be here too much longer. Then, yeah, he'll be an offensive coordinator somewhere. If he takes what he's learned from Miami into whatever his next head coaching job is and really is able to build something there that's a little bit more balanced instead of just being all friendly with everybody, then maybe he can be a sustained head coach in the NFL.
Okay. Guys, we might know what the hell we're talking about here, man.
Okay, so this is what I think with Mike McDaniels. Mike McDaniels is that kind of like nerdy guy, and they're going to push the NFL towards analytics like they did with the MLB because you have a lot of the owners, like Haslam has like a trucking business. They're not like in these industries with personnel. They're in numbers.
Right.
And a couple of them, like 2 years ago, were saying that the Patriots head coach Vrabel was intimidating because he's a big guy.
Yes.
And McDaniels is kind of like off-putting because he's like this kind of like nerdy guy.
Yeah, he's like
got him the job in Miami, so he's going to be an offensive coordinator. We know this. And with Kingsbury, I think he stays in with the Redskins, and I think
I was incorrect about that.
Wrong. We were all wrong. Who the hell saw Cliff Kingsbury getting out of Washington? Nobody saw that.
Yes, whatever.
Not us.
Go ahead. No, we definitely did not see that. Holy moly! Let me move it up.
Quinn leaves.
I thought he was going to be
totally agree.
Okay, maybe for a wildcat.
All right, here we go. Maybe. I like that. And now, you know what? I'll co-sign that. I like that. That makes perfect sense. Jay Blaze, predict the wins for every team in the AFC. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
I think I'll choose the Bills.
Oh, yes. I think we all picked the Bills. All right, AFC, here we go.
Analytics like they did with the MLB because
I totally agree. I think not only will Cliff, and here's the thing, if Cliff Kingsbury makes it, if he stays in the building, because the job that he has done with Jaden Daniels, I give him another 2 seasons, and he's going to be that hot, the Ben Johnson type, Kellen Moore type, and we're fucking always getting our goddamn fucking coaches poached. I hate that shit, but that comes with winning. But yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think is going to happen with Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury, I think, is probably going to be the next head coach in Washington. Quickly, let's quickly go around and let's predict the records for all 4 teams. I'll go first. The Bills are going to go 13-4. The Patriots are going to go 10-7. The Jets are going to go 6-10. The Dolphins, I think, are going to go 9-8. Okay, so I came the closest with the Bills.
We got pretty close with the Bills. The Dolphins, the Bills and Dolphins, you were almost there. The Jets, you got way wrong, and the Patriots, we all got the Patriots wrong. I think.
Yeah, I think we all look stupid. All right, let's see what Blaze said.
I haven't really thought about the specific record for each team, but I can pretty much agree with you on those lines.
Okay.
I think the Bills definitely win 13, maybe 14.
Probably.
All right, the Bills are looking really good.
They're awesome, dude. And they just re-signed James Cook. He got his money.
I think-
And by the way, Joey Bosa is now on the Bills defense. So there we go.
I
Oh, and we
think
got that third player.
If there's a battle to watch in the AFC East, I think it's probably for second place, given if Miami has a good season. Then there's a battle for second place to see the upstart Patriots and the Dolphins.
Okay. Upstart Patriots. Listen, I think we all knew the Patriots would be better than they were last year, but we didn't know they were going to be.
Nobody saw. Look, apparently,
I saw them make the playoffs.
like you said earlier, but apparently if you're the Patriots, you just take a couple of years off, reload, and then go back at it. Because Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
they are good right
That'll
away.
last a second and maybe for a wild card.
I think they
I
have
like
the
that.
worst.
And now, you know what?
roster.
I'll co-sign that. I like that. That makes perfect sense. Jay Blaze, predict the wins for every team in the AFC East.
I agree with most of everything you said, but I think the Dolphins get 5 wins.
Ooh! Hey, Blaze with the W. He predicted it. Holy moly. Let's listen to his reasoning.
Killing me, man. Wait till we get to the NFC East.
Yeah. Yeah, oh boy, yeah, that's gonna be bad. I like Mike McDaniel. I think I became sort of like a low-key Dolphins fan after I watched the Hard Knocks because I loved all those guys, man. You know, Mike McDaniel is like the hipster guy, dude. I just kept it real, dude. And you know, Tua, you know, he's from Hawaii and he's the only left-handed quarterback in the league, and I think Tua is I think he's a good dude. So, all right, so very good. So I think universally, I think we all know the Bills are definitely gonna run away with that division. One last question about the AFC East. The Bills are clearly in their Super Bowl window. How long do you think the Bills Super Bowl window is going to be open for? It's going to be at least this season, possibly next season. I think the Bills Super Bowl window probably looks like the Eagles Super Bowl. Maybe the Bills have a little further Super Bowl window, but it's right at the end. What are your thoughts, Mike? Okay, so let's revisit that. So, given what we know now, I don't know, man. Given what we know now about the Patriots, they're in the same division as the Bills. I think the Bills will be consistent playoff, contenders, but I think their Super Bowl window closes after this season.
Look, I've said that it does for the last 2 seasons in a row, and I've been wrong. So I'm not going to count them out just yet. I got to see it before I say they're out of it. Because
fair enough. Okay.
2 years ago, I came on here and I said that's it. Their window closed last year, and I was wrong there. I was wrong last year, and now I'm going to be wrong again. So
I will say, I think the Bills have a shot if so the Cowboys, they have that bipolar wideout. I can't.
Oh, it's George Pickens.
George Pickens. If the Bills can get George Pickens, and if the Cowboys didn't franchise him, I think they have a shot to extend.
Yo, George Pickens is a wackadoodle.
Yeah.
That dude can play, man. When he is right, when he's locked in, he's unstoppable. Holy moly! Wow.
Because they need someone. They need a wideout, like a number one wideout. They need it badly.
Their wide receiver room is terrible, man.
Yeah, they're awful.
Their wide receiver room is terrible. All right.
When's Josh Allen coming up for contract renewal?
They just signed him to another 6-year deal.
All right, so I give it 2 years tops.
Okay, very good. All right, very good. What are your thoughts, Jay Blaze? Oh, I think he froze. All right. Here we are. Bengals, the Browns, and of course the Ravens. Jay Blaze, who wins this division?
I think we all choose the Ravens.
Unmute yourself. Oops. Nope, never mind. Oh, wait a minute. I think I accidentally muted you. Hold on. Oh, nope. Oh, I can't unmute.
I think my internet fell apart.
I don't know why it's not.
Sorry, I was making
there it is. No, that's all right. All good.
Yeah, I think the Ravens are the top contender for the division. And I don't think they have a shot at the number 1 seed because I think this division's way too good.
Yeah.
Because the Bengals, their offense is legendary, but their defense
is trash.
Yeah, and I think the Steelers are going to be a low-key. I really don't know what to make of Aaron Rodgers, but I think they're good.
Dude, I think Jay Blaze called that one too.
Yeah.
I think the Steelers are going to be a low kick. All right, Miami Jay, who wins this division?
I actually have the Bengals.
Oh! The Bengals. Oh, wow. Now, hold on. I think before I laughed, I might have. Defend yourself, Miami Jay. Defend yourself.
I gotta make myself look a little better here. So Jay Blaze did get one thing wrong. This division is not way too good. This was the second worst division in football.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, who could have predicted another Joe Burrow injury?
Yeah. Okay, all right, fair enough. And I think I might have co-signed it. Oh, hot take.
I think that's going to be the best offense in football this year. I think
Actually, you weren't wrong there.
I think because out of necessity they're going to have to be.
Yeah.
I think this is the year that Joe Burrow.
Wow. Okay.
I like that Cincinnati offense a lot.
Dude, how they did not fire their coach? I have no idea.
I don't know how Zach Taylor.
Dude, he cost them at least 3 wins by himself.
Dude, at least 3 wins. Check this out. Here was, you know what? Looking back now, here is what I would have predicted that would have made me look good. I would have said the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win the AFC Central with a losing record and host a playoff game. That would have been more likely than what happened here. Holy cannoli.
Dude, they brought in Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco played out of his mind. And Zach Taylor's like, I'm gonna screw this guy up.
Dude, holy moly.
At least 2 or 3 times.
They weren't ready for him. This is why Mike Tomlin had a problem with the Bengals signing Flacco. Listen, I think the Bengals absolutely have a shot to win this division, but they got to get out of the starting blocks quicker than they have the last couple
They can't start slow like they have been.
No, they can't do that. We can't do 1-3, 2-4. We can't do that. Like they got to get off to a fast start because just like you said, I think the Bengals have a top 2 receiving duo. You can compare them with like maybe the Eagles. We have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Dude, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. They're as good as they come. Wow, the Bengals. Okay, I'm gonna pick the rate. Go ahead.
Oh, Joe Burrow has played the most preseason games he's ever played.
Good.
Really? I did not know that.
Preseason minutes.
How about that? Okay. Well, that actually, and he's still healthy because Joe Burrow, this is his 5th year. He's missed 2 seasons with injuries. So hopefully he can stay upright. Yeah, my prediction. Yeah, guess what? That didn't happen, did it? Is I think Baltimore is going to win the division. I think they have the best team from top to bottom in the AFC North. Lamar Jackson is a fucking weapon. I think it's going to be a battle for second, just like the AFC East. It's going to be between the Bengals and the Steelers. Right now, I would probably give the edge to Cincinnati just because of their offensive firepower. But at some point, they got to figure something out on defense, man. And they did not. They gave Trey Hendrickson a $14 million raise, which was good. He's the best player on a terrible, terrible defense. And by the way, he missed the last 2 games of the season. Okay, let's pick the number of wins. Let's pick the number of wins for each team. Miami. Oh God, here we go.
Let's see. I'll go 12 for the Bengals, 12 for the Ravens as well. I think maybe the Bengals will take it on the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Steelers will compete for a wild card, 10 or 11. I think those 3 teams will be up in the playoff conversation. The Browns maybe.
Wow. Yeah, they're going to be trash. They have what 71 quarterbacks on the roster right now? Or something like that. Yeah, okay, that's one prediction we all got right.
I got the Browns and the Steelers.
You got the Browns and the Steelers, so you were 2 for 4. Jay Blaze, number of wins for the AFC North.
I'm going to go 12 for the Ravens, 11 for the Bengals. I'm going to go maybe 10 for the Steelers, and then I'm going to go 4 for the Browns.
I ruined it.
Dude, you nailed it. He absolutely fucking nailed it. We got all the top teams wrong, but the bottom teams we fucking nailed. All right, very good. I'm going to go. Let's see. I think the Ravens win 13 games. I think Cincinnati probably wins 12. I'm going to give the Steelers 11 wins, and I agree with you, Miami J. I think the best division from top. Now they're a little top heavy, but dude, the Bengals. It would not surprise me if any one of these teams outside of the Browns won the division. But Baltimore is the most complete team. I think the Steelers win 11. I think the Bengals win 12, and I think the Ravens win 13, possibly even 14 games. And I think they're going to win that many games because they're going to have to. Because I think the Steelers and the Bengals are going to be on their heels the entire time.
Yeah, you know what? I can see this division coming down to literally the last week to figure out.
Hey! There's another prediction. There it is.
And who ends up at the 2 seed and who ends up in the.
Yeah, dude. A lot of times, who's the 2 seed or the 5 seed or the 1 seed and the 4 seed? Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of division.
That's not the only division like this in the AFC. Let's move it on.
Let's go now. This is a very, very. And by the way, the Indianapolis Colts drafted Tyler Warren, who's probably going to be the best rookie tight end this season. Obviously, I think. So who was the best? Who was the best tight end? Who was the best rookie tight end? Was it because Tyler Warren was having a really good year when Daniel Jones was in the lineup? So
who else? I think it was still him.
I don't know. Colston Loveland. I mean, he's having a pretty good. I mean, he's in the playoffs. You got C.J. Stroud in the Texans. C.J. Stroud in the first 2 years he's been in the league. He's taken the Texans to the divisional playoffs twice. The Tennessee Titans got Cam Ward, and the Jacksonville Jaguars they got Travis Hunter. So I'm gonna start with Miami J. Who wins this division?
By the way, I'm still salty that the Dolphins didn't draft Tyler Warren.
Oh my god! Yes, you were. You were salty.
I still am.
Salty as a motherfucker, man. God damn it! Believe they didn't get him. Like, dude, he was right there. Dude, the Bears took Colston Loveland. It was all. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it.
Anyway, I think the Texans run away with this one. I think it's more competitive than people think. I think Tennessee will be better than expected. But I think the Texans are going to win their 11, 12 games solidly and win the division.
How about that?
I think I threw shade on Trevor Lawrence and Duvall.
I think you might have. I think you might have. I think you might have.
Okay. All right, very good. Jay Blaze, who do you think wins the AFC South?
Right now, I have the Texans winning. If Liam Cohen can get something out of Lawrence, it could be a contest.
I did throw
there,
shade.
but
Oh shit! Jay Blaze called it, and that's exactly what happened. Holy shit! Listen, I think we all got the Texans right to some degree. 11, 12 wins, somewhere in that area. Nobody saw Jacksonville coming, but Jay Blaze might have seen him coming.
I think Cam Ward, I do like Cam Ward. I think he's going to be a solid quarterback, but I think they're a year or two away.
Yeah.
And
Right about that.
I'm going to go Texans win the division.
Okay, very good. RAI 12 figures with the $2 super. It says Texans for the AFC South Super Bowl win. AFC South, yeah, Super Bowl. Well, I mean, what teams in the AFC are? Well, dude, you've got everybody in the AFC North. You've got the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. So, yep. We had a $5 super chat from Ken Rose.
Dude, I swear to God, listening to myself talk, I can see the channels changing but I don't have the remote. It's just, it's insane.
I think they win the division. But here is my okay. So, pardon me. So you guys have both picked the Houston Texans. Dude, it's going to be 3 for 3 on me. I think the Texans definitely. I think they win the division. But here is my hot take. Here's my hot take. I think the Tennessee Titans get into the playoffs as a wild card.
Oh!
I think they get into the playoffs.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh my God! I think honestly,
Quick.
I think that might have been the. I think that might have been the worst. I think that might have been the worst take of the show.
Don, you're the hot chick host.
Oh my God! Yeah. Ooh, that was.
As a wild card because I think that Cam Ward is the real deal. He probably has the second or third best arm in terms of velocity. Maybe Mahomes and Allen are a little bit better. I love their head coach. He's a no-nonsense kind of guy. He had to deal with fucking Will Levis all last year, so he's ready for a guy like Cam Ward. But I think the Tennessee Titans make the play. I think they make the playoffs. I think not only does Jacksonville miss the playoffs, I think the Colts miss the playoffs. So one last question before.
I said Jacksonville misses the playoffs. Oh my God!
Move on before we move divisions. What do you think the Colts do with Anthony Richardson? Do they trade him or what?
No, I think. Well, maybe I don't know. Sadly, I think Richardson's done. It's being seen as a kid that didn't live up to his potential coming out of Florida.
You were right about that.
I think he might end up being a career back.
With all that talent, dude. Listen, dude, like I think this season.
If
to the division
winners, and dude, this is gonna be a rough one. I'm gonna go
who's the West?
I think I might make up for it in this segment, guys.
We discussed this. We actually discussed this at length in the beginning. Let's go around and who's your AFC West division winner? Jay Blaze.
Okay, so the Broncos won the AFC West, and they got the number 1 overall seed. Very impressive.
And the Chargers got the wild card.
And the Chargers got the wild card. Right.
I think there's one coming. I think we all predicted the Chiefs to miss the playoffs, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
I'm gonna go Broncos are the division winners, and dude, this is gonna be a rough.
There it is. So Jay Blaze.
I think this will be one of those divisions where you'll have some of the better teams, but they'll have 4, maybe 3 seedings.
Yeah.
Because they're beating up on each other.
Yeah, man. This might be one of these divisions where you've got a team that wins 10 or 11 games and misses the playoffs.
Yeah. Having said that, I think this division. I'm gonna agree with Blaze, by the way. I have the Broncos.
Okay.
But
wow, you both got the Broncos.
This might be the division with the highest floor, meaning I don't see a team winning less than 7 games here.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 or 9 games here, but I don't see a team winning 13, 14 either.
We're bad.
So this is gonna be a very tough division.
Wow, this is gonna be, dude. That is gonna be a. I think it is gonna be a tight division. Who's your division winner, Miami J?
The Broncos.
You got Denver as well.
Yeah, Denver.
Okay, all right. So you've got Denver as well. Again, as a quick reminder, only 5 spots left in the TSR Fantasy League. Shoot Miami J an email. Send it to miami305.j@gmail.com.
The Raiders coach way more.
Yeah, the Raiders are a lot worse than we thought.
We gave them
5 spots left.
What's that?
I said we give the Raiders a little too much credit.
Yeah, I think we do. We gave
Kelly was a disaster.
Yeah, that. Oh my God. Yeah, they fired him halfway through the season.
Sorry, Donovan, we misunderstood that. It's MIA 305, not Miami 305.
Okay, so then how the hell did we fill that other spot?
I don't know.
All right, well, it's not MIA. So, well, my brain was MIA, gmail.com. There we are. Yeah, I'm going to put TSR League in all. I think the LA, it was going to be the LA Chargers, but they just lost Rashawn Slater, their left tackle. They're actually moving Joe Alt, the kid out of Notre Dame, who's their right tackle. They're moving him over to.
By the way, Joe Alt got hurt, but I think he's going to play tomorrow.
Left tackle. I would have picked the Chargers, but I agree with the both of you. I think Denver is going to win this division. Hey! Remember, they're in the playoffs last year. Bo Nix took a dude. It was his rookie year. Did not play like a rookie. It's going to be a second year it's going to be a second year under Sean McVay, and they've got a really good defense. How many games does each team in the division win? Jay Blaze.
I'm going to go Broncos are going to be 11. Chargers, I think, are 10.
Got those
Chiefs,
right.
9. And Raiders, maybe 8.
Okay. That's not very close to what I was thinking about. Pardon me. Miami J, how many wins for each team in the AFC West?
I'm gonna say, look, I'm gonna say whoever wins the most is gonna win 12. Whoever wins the least is gonna win 9.
Okay.
In order for me right now is really hard. If I had to, I'd go Denver, Kansas City, Chargers, Raiders, but that's very interchangeable.
Okay, very good. I think the Broncos are going to win 12 games. I think Los Angeles wins 10 to 11. I think the Raiders win 9 or 10. Here is my hot take.
I can't let myself get away with that.
Skip it.
I'm not letting myself get away with that. Did I just say that the Raiders were going to win 9 or 10 games? So not only, dude, this is bad. So not only did I predict the Titans to go to the playoffs, I predicted the Raiders would win 9, 10 games.
I think the Kansas City Chiefs missed the playoffs, y'all.
I think
I think
And you guys agreed with me. Good call.
they're going 8-7, or 8 plus 7. Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. I think they're going to go 9-8 or 8-9 or something, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think they got exposed in the Super Bowl, man. And the fact that and this is the thing, and rightfully so. Reed Mahomes, did well in Super Bowls. Not like it's almost like it's almost as though just listening to people, sports pundits talk and all that. It's like they didn't watch the games, man. They're like, oh yeah, the Chiefs are going to destroy the Eagles. No, bro. Like watch the games. Everybody watched the Chiefs like this because they were on TV every week. They were a below average football team. They were super receiver thing. And
So yeah, we all got the AFC West right.
I got the NFC West because they have the easiest always. I've also got the Niners winning that division.
Okay.
He's got the Rams. I've also got the Niners winning that division. And I don't think, obviously injuries notwithstanding, that's always going to be a factor. But I think the San Francisco 49ers are going to win the NFC West because they have the easiest schedule in football. As of right now, their strength.
I missed that.
I think the schedule is literally number 32. Like 32. They got, dude, it is Cupcake City. It is Cupcake City on that Niners roster.
And by the way, the NFC West was the best division in football. They got 3 teams in the playoffs this year.
You know what? And I give that. Look, this division is what the AFC South could have been if Daniel Jones didn't get hurt.
Woo!
And I will say nobody saw the Seahawks coming.
No, I didn't see. The interesting thing is here's the thing. I know that I didn't predict the Seahawks correctly because I don't remember what my prediction was for Seattle. I just didn't even think of them. I knew they weren't going to be. I knew in my mind, I knew they weren't going to be good, but I didn't think they were going to be terrible. I thought they'd be 10-7, 9-8, that kind of team. Sam Darnold, whatever. But Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Now they did lose Deebo Samuel.
Cold-blooded. He is a cold-blooded assassin. Their coach.
Oh yeah, dude. Mike McDonald is the man. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's the man.
Notice also says JSN is him. Yep. Hell yes, dude. Jackson Smith and Jigba, he might be the best receiver in football right now, man.
But they got Brandon Ayuk is back. Christian McCaffrey is back, and he did make it through preseason, which is good. So he's there and healthy. And of course, they've also got Ricky Pearsall, who's not going to take the top off the defense, but he has very good hands, very reliable. They've still got George Kittle, Trent Williams. So the 49ers, I think, are going to win the division because of that. Because of that. They have a number 32 in strength of schedule.
You said San Francisco refuses to draft linemen?
Yeah, they do not draft linemen at all.
No, they only get their linemen because remember they got Trent Williams from Washington. That's the reason why he was playing for San Fran.
CJ Harbor thinks it's going to be the Seahawks. All right, Jay Blaze.
CJ Harbor said he thinks it's going to be the Seahawks, but I don't think he thought that. I think it's because he was a Seahawks fan, right? That would be like.
You guys see that pass that Caleb Williams just threw?
No,
that was on a. Sorry.
Oh shit! Yeah, god damn.
Yep.
Yeah, he fired that thing.
Wow. See that, dude? That's the key.
That's why they drafted him.
That's why they fucking. Wow, that was a fucking rope. I'm gonna tell you what, dude. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. I knew Caleb Williams could move. He's faster than I even thought he was. Like he's fucking. Dude, he's like Justin Fields type fast. Looks like.
Well, I'll say nobody ever questioned the kid's talent, by the way.
No, that's exactly right. We questioned him from the neck up. And by the way, the jury's still out on Caleb Williams, man. Let's see how he handles success, right?
Yep.
Or this loss
for each team.
What's that?
Or this loss.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. We're looks like. Oh yeah. From the looks. We're about to. Man, come on, man. Leave Caleb. I bet she is, though. I bet she is.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Oh my God, man, you might be right, man, because he's not. Listen, that fucking frozen laser he threw, notwithstanding, he hasn't really had that good a game. So let's continue.
In the NFC West,
I'm gonna go Rams 11, San Fran 10, Arizona. I'm gonna go 8, and Seahawks are 9.
Okay,
Oh,
all right,
wow. Okay, so I think all of us shared that sentiment. The Cardinals were not as good as we thought they were going to be, and the Seahawks were a lot better than.
That's 9. Miami J.
And the Rams were better too.
I'm thinking about those numbers that Blake
Yes, right.
is just saying. I'll agree with him. I'll just flip the Rams and Niners.
Okay, just gonna flip the Rams and the Niners. Okay, I'm gonna go. I think
Honestly, man, last year the Rams, the Niners, and Seahawks, like it's almost like they're the same team at this point, right?
Yeah.
I think the Niners are going to win 13 games. I think because of that easy schedule, I think they will challenge for the number 1 overall seed. I think the Rams are also going to win 13 games. But I think the Niners, I think the Rams and the 49ers are going to be. It's going to be a very top-heavy division. I think they both win 12 games. But I think San Francisco sweeps the Rams. The Cardinals. Maybe the Cardinals are going to win 6 games. The Seahawks will probably win 8. Yes, the Seahawks do have Sam Darnold, but I don't. Just given the division that they play in, I don't think the Seahawks or the Cardinals are going to be very.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Oh my goodness gracious! Holy God! Now that wasn't as bad. I mean, that wasn't as bad as Titans to the playoffs. Probably. I don't know. What was my other bad prediction with Titans to the playoffs and then another terrible one? I'm trying to put it out of my mind. Holy God, this is bad.
We're going to be very competitive.
One last the Bengals the number 1 seed. So.
Oh well, okay, all right, okay. Well, I can. You know what? There we go. I feel a little bit better.
Hey,
one
my
last
big
question.
win is coming up.
What's that?
My big win is coming up.
Oh,
The
okay.
NFC West. Do you think, and a lot of people have talked about this, do you think Mike Shanahan is possibly coaching for his job? Or is that not even a fair question?
I said Mike Shanahan. That should have been Kyle Shanahan.
I wasn't too bad in that college. I think Brock has had stated, and that's week, dude. I start in the Eagle prepared. I like it. Who's your division winner? Maybe we cannot wait. The first watch party is going to be the Eagles and the Cowboys. That is just going to be all kinds of fun. I absolutely cannot wait. And I'll have this all prepared. That way, if you guys want to drop in and say what's up or whatever, do like a watch along with that. Is going to be all kinds of fun. Okay, let's go to the next division here. Let's go to the A of the
year, by the way, right here.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what. So Carolina won the division. The Panthers.
South. So the Carolina Panthers, the New Orleans Saints, who just named Spencer Rattler as their starting quarterback, Baker Mayfield re-up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then we have the Atlanta Falcons. Miami J, who is your division winner?
The Atlanta Falcons.
Woo! Oh, he said the Atlanta Falcons. Oh boy.
I just noticed this division is so bad. The winner and the bottom were 2 games.
It's all, dude. I'm telling you, man. Everybody was terrible. This is the worst division in football.
Yeah, nobody
I like it. Who's your division?
Michael Penix Jr. puts it together there. It's going to be, and for no other reason, I think nobody else will really challenge them. I don't think the Bucs are that strong, and we know the Panthers are some stars.
Yeah, the Panthers are still a year. It seems like the Panthers have been a year away forever.
They're like 5 years. Yeah.
And they just traded Adam Thielen back to the Minnesota Vikings, which I think was pretty cool. Who's your division winner, Jay Blaze?
I'm going to say this is the worst division in sports. And,
he got that right.
Yeah.
Okay. Not in football. Not in football.
He said in sports. Yo, I was expecting him to give sort of a laid back thing. Yeah, I think they're the worst division in the. Holy shit.
I'm going to go the Falcons. Flip a coin between them and the Bucks. Whoever has the least injuries, I'm going to just give them division. But
honestly, I don't think anybody got any W's or L's. This division is impossible. And we have no idea where the fuck they're going next year.
I just got a notification that the Packers are going all in for a trade for Micah Parsons. That was just announced on the Pat McAfee show. They said they're going all in. That's all division. Yeah, they did. And this is the games.
Without
this year, oh god, it just had Flynn on down in the cellar.
Very
intriguing division, and that is the NFC North.
Yes, very intriguing division.
Who was for a short time the best division in football. I remember after like week 7, every team had won at least 4 games. Chicago was down in the cellar. Obviously, we've got Ben Johnson. He's the new head man in Chicago. The Bears went all in on free agency. They did it the right way. They let Keenan Allen go, but they beefed up that offensive line. Oh god, it just had the names in my head. Joe Tunney came champs from the defending division champs from last year, and of course the Minnesota Vikings. So Jay Blaze, who wins the NFC North and why?
So I'm going to just call this the division of the unproven. Neil Campbell has not been proven without Ben Johnson, who I think was the best coordinator last season.
That's right.
You have unproven Caleb Williams. You have
no, that was not a Freudian slip, by the way, guys.
you have the Vikings unproven quarterback because they just
I was correct about that.
Sam
You're right
Ray.
about that.
And the Packers, I still am not sold on Jordan Love.
Really?
Ooh.
He had like those tremendous last games of 2 years ago,
Yes, the last 7 games he lit up the world.
but he got injured early on last year against the Eagles. It was never quite the same. I'm gonna go.
Here
I'm
we go.
gonna
Hot
go
take, here we go.
I'm gonna go the Bears.
No! You serious? No fucking way! Get the fuck out of here! Bears and he won it! Oh my god, dude!
Listen to our reaction. This is great.
Hot take, here we go.
I'm gonna go the Bears.
No! You serious? The Chicago Bears win the NFC North. I love it. I love it. Yes! There we are.
I'm recording all these. I'm actually writing them down. You can't be serious.
Dude, I still have the video of your boy talking about Justin Fields is going to be the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
All right, I'm putting you down for the Bears, buddy.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we totally made fun of him, and now we are eating all the crow. Oh my god.
Yeah, we are, man. Shit.
Ay, ay, ay. Not only do the Bears beat the Eagles, they win the fucking division. Oh my god.
Miami J, agree or disagree?
I goes without saying that I disagree. I think the Lions probably have enough consistency and in the locker room to keep it going. I see them winning 14 games.
Oh boy. I can't wait to hear mine.
I think the Packers win 12. They're a couple games behind, but I don't think anybody catches
That
up.
was accurate.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I agree with you, Joel. I think the Lions win this division, but I don't think they win it going away. Never forget, I think the Lions are going to take a significant step back. And the reason I say that is because, like the Eagles back in 2022, after the Super Bowl appearance, we lost both of our coordinators. We lost Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon. Shane Steichen obviously is in Indianapolis. Jonathan Gannon is in Arizona. And of course, we all remember what happened then. We started out 10-1. We absolutely got hosed by the 49ers at home. They got their look back for the NFC title game, Hassan Reddick and Brock Purdy and all that. And we were never the same after that. So I think that in large part, and keep in mind, also keep in mind, they lost 2 of their offensive linemen, one in a trade. Drew Dalman, that was the guy in Chicago. That's his name, Drew Dalman. One to a trade and free agency, and the other one to retirement. So 40% of their offensive line is going to be different. They have a different offensive coordinator and a different defensive coordinator who are both now head coaches in the NFL. All of that said, I think the Lions win this division, but I think they win this. I think it's probably going to be decided like on the last game of the season.
Dude, I literally gave all the reasons why the Lions shouldn't win the division. I picked them to win the division, but I should be surprised that they didn't, in fact, win the division. Oh.
See, I'm doing a podcast with a bunch of like cliquey ladies, and I'm the independent alpha male.
Dude, I'm telling you, so far, dude, look at this. Dre Raven in the chat says, damn, Jay Blaze, you called most of these. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man, you might actually have a future in sports betting because you did nail most of these.
I need to start talking to Blaze before I do my parlays, man.
You know what I'm saying? I might have to charge a consulting fee. So what I did is I ruined the take that I had. I said the Detroit Lions take a significant step back. Nailed that. But then I tripped over myself again. All of that said, I think they're going to win the division.
Let me just say, we just talked about the NFC South real quick, and we said they were so bad that every team was 2 games of each other.
Yeah.
This division was the complete opposite. They were so good that every team was within 2 games of each other.
That's
Except the Vikings with J.J. McCarthy can't play.
Yeah, the Lions lost this division and won more games than the Panthers did.
Yeah.
Wow, they sure did because the Lions won 9 games, didn't they? They went 9-8.
Yeah, the Panthers won 8.
Jesus Christ, yeah, dude. The NFC South is absolutely terrible.
What is division in sports?
Dude, shout out to Jay Blaze, man. He fucking called it.
I can see it.
Took the Bears.
Okay, all right. Win totals for. Oh, this is going to be good. Jay Blaze, what are your win totals for the NFC North? You got Chicago going 14-3, right?
I'm gonna go Chicago 12.
Woo! Wait a minute, he did it again! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! You literally called. I cannot believe that you called the number of wins for the Bears.
No, they got 11.
Oh, I thought they won 12.
He was close. It was very, very close.
Oh, he was close. Okay, listen, he called.
We'll give it to him. We'll give it to him.
Yeah, close enough. I love it. Yeah,
That's
And Vikings 10.
Okay. Oh wow. So they are going to be. So you got them being the best division in football. You know what? I'll tell you what, man. If the Bears really do take a step forward, I really can see them getting all 4 teams into the playoffs, much the same way the AFC North did it a couple of years ago.
And there, my stupid ass comes in right at the end and just ruin everybody's take.
Remember, they got old man Flacco came in and he guided the Browns to the playoffs, and all 4 teams got into the playoffs.
Oh Jesus!
NFL 12. Until he is a base. They brought Matt Eberflus, right? They bring in Matt. They pick up it's Caleb Williams, and I think Caleb Williams is like holding. Right. And so and see, here's the thing. This is why, and I think the Chicago Bears used to be one of the worst run franchises in football. So they find Matt Noyer, Joseph Genius at head coach. Like, brah, at some point, Caleb's gonna have to be, hey man, it's time to go. So I think he could possibly do it. But I think the Bears make. I'm going to pick the Eagles, but we're not going to run away with this division like we did last time. And if it ain't Philadelphia, it's definitely going to be Washington. So my win totals.
Oh my God.
I think the Eagles are going to have to win 13 games. I think the Redskins also win 13 games, and whoever wins that Week 17 matchup, because they play each other, the Redskins and Eagles, they play each other twice the last 3 weeks of the season. And that is when that division is going to be decided. And so whoever gets the better of each other in that series, that's going to be your division winner. I think the Cowboys win 5 games. I think the Giants win 8 to 9 games. I think Jackson Dart is absolutely the real deal in New York. I've seen enough.
Yeah, I agree.
Holy crap. I got all of it wrong. I got all of it wrong except the easy part, which was, of course, predicting that the Eagles. Now, for a while, the Cowboys got within 2 games, but dude, we were never really.
No, the Eagles were always going to win this.
Yeah. That was.
Dart was definitely the right pick. Well over should have.
Yes.
I will say, I think the Redskins win the division, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Eagles did. I do think the number 1 seed comes out of this division.
They're going to be Washington or Philly.
Yeah, I think Washington or Philly will be the number 1 seed.
Dude, who saw Washington being as terrible as they are? Like,
Nobody.
And again, dude, they got hit with the injury bug, man.
Dude, Jaden Daniels, this is why you don't want a skinny quarterback.
Yeah.
They do not stay healthy.
They don't. They really
Yeah,
don't.
I'm calling it now.
Okay.
I'm calling it right now. Next year, the Bears are going to be the Redskins of this year. They're tanking next year.
So the Bears are going to have a Washington-like slide next year that the Skins had this year. All right,
Yes,
I like
sir.
it. So we're going to go to the Wayback Machine into the Wayback Machine. So I think we're going to get our dimensions screwed up at some point.
Yeah, probably. By the way,
Cowboys,
this game is getting crazy.
What's that?
The game? Are you guys?
Yeah,
getting
dude.
it out? The game is getting nuts.
Oh, they're getting absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, this is insane. Sorry. Go ahead.
No.
He won the division. He's the Lamar Jackson of this year. Okay, I didn't say they were going to win a playoff game.
I have no faith in them at all. I don't think they win 5-6 games, maybe.
No, not a chance. They're going to take the L on. They're definitely going to take the L.
I think New York is a wild card, and I don't mean that in the sense of a wild card team that making the playoffs. I just don't think we know much about what the hell's going on there.
I will say this. The Cowboys were better than I thought they were. Cowboys were better than I thought they would be. I think I think the Cowboys have found their running back in Javonte Williams. He was legit a star running back.
Yeah.
Dude, they picked up George Pickens off the scrap heap, and he was the best. He was the best receiver on their team and the most healthy. I think he made the Pro Bowl, while CeeDee Lamb did not. So I think, listen, and give the Cowboys credit, man. Like, they made that Micah trade, and they all listen. Jerry Jones caught a lot of heat in the beginning. Guess what? They start to reap those Micah Parsons trade rewards starting in April. So watch out for Dallas, man.
I will take Quinnen Williams over Micah Parsons.
Dude, they got Quinnen Williams too. I'm telling you, man. Oh, by the way, they just cut Trayvon Diggs. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of Trayvon Diggs, so they're making room for other guys.
Dude, I think Trayvon Diggs could be an excellent safety because, dude, he just knows where the ball is.
He's good with the ball. Yeah.
I think he has too many injuries to be a cornerback, but I could see him become a safety.
Yeah. You're and the difference between being a cornerback and a safety is that the tackles that you're involved in as a safety are far more violent but far less frequent. Whereas as a cornerback, your collisions aren't quite as violent, but you're in collisions all the time. And that's probably why Diggs is better suited to play safety than corner.
As a corner, too, you not only do you run a lot more, but you also tend to fall more awkwardly.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Far greater as a cornerback.
Right. Yeah, the further you get away from the football as an offensive or really as a defensive player, the further you get away from the football, the more likely it is that you will both start and end the play on your feet in some way, shape, or form. So I think that's probably where the cookie crumbles there.
I think they're going to be better. I think New York is going to be better than people think.
Yeah, they'll be better than last year for sure, but we don't know how much better. And last year they were a trade, so.
They did get Abdul Carter. Okay. He is easily the best defensive player in the draft. They got Jackson Dart. Malik Neighbors is the number 1 receiver on that team, and we all know he is going to be good. And get this, dude, their 2 backup quarterbacks are Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. You could do a lot worse than those 2 as backup quarterbacks.
I didn't realize it. I didn't put those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson Dart might have a very good situation with it.
I think he's got a very, very good situation. He doesn't have to worry about anybody breathing down his neck. Like, dude, like you're the first round pick. The job eventually is going to be yours. He can go out there and cut it loose, man. Oh, and also they got the running back, the white kid out of Arizona State, Cam Scadaboo. He's also a really, really, really watch out for that dude. He is really good.
Hey, I got that right. Oh my goodness, I finally got a W. Whew. Oh my God, I was starting to lose hope there.
You're kind of selling me on the Giants now.
Yeah, man. I don't think the Giants are not gonna. They're not gonna sneak up. Well, they could sneak up on a few people, but they are gonna be better than people think.
Yeah, I agree. I can agree with that. Yeah.
I can't wait till they come to Philly because we're absolutely gonna tar and feather those boys. That's just okay. Let's go to our our postseason awards, postseason preseason predictions. What is the first one on the board?
All right, first one we got. Well, let's work our way up to MVP.
Okay,
let's start with Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year. So what I'm going to do.
Okay, so guys, obviously, I don't know that anybody could get the Coach of the Year wrong this year. So many candidates. You've got Ben Johnson in Chicago, the way he's turned that franchise around. Mike Vrabel in his very first year. Sean Payton getting the #1 seed, with a quarterback on a rookie contract. Liam Cohen down there in Jacksonville. I mean, like Kyle Shanahan out in San Francisco. He's missing his 2 best defensive players. They had a chance to be the #1 seed. Like there are so many. Hell, it could have been Shane Steichen if not for Daniel Jones. So who's our Coach of the Year so far, guys? Or who's the Coach of the Year this year?
I will say, even if everything plays exactly the same, except for the Daniel Jones injury, Shane Steichen would have had it hands down.
Okay,
I think the turnaround in Indianapolis was staggering. Having said that, right now, I give it to Sean Payton.
Okay.
You know what's wild? Liam Cohen was an OC at University of Maine.
No shit.
Yeah, I find that kind of funny. I'm gonna give it to Liam Cohen, dude. I did not see them coming. Duval.
Listen, man.
Look, I can't. That's the thing. You can't disagree with any of these, even if you said Mike Vrabel.
You really can't. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. I like Liam Cohen because Liam Cohen's a dick. You know what I'm saying? He's a dick. He's a fucking asshole on the mic. I like the fact that he had like an awkward, wonky press conference. I like the fact that he tried to fight Robert Saleh, even though Robert Saleh would have fucking folded him like a fucking cheap tent. I like his attitude, man. I like his attitude. So that would be my Coach of the Year candidate. But I don't think any coach would be the coach. I don't think no one would have a problem with the winner. Let's hear what our answers were. Oh boy.
I'm going to put up all NFL 30. I'm going to put up all 32 NFL teams. All 32 NFL teams. That way we can sort of get a. Here we go.
By the way, I already made all my picks.
Say what now?
All my picks are already written down.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. So you've already. So you actually did the homework this time around. All right, let me clear this up here. Did the homework this time around. Sing it the fuck up. What's that? Okay. So first one is going to be Coach of the Year. Who is your Coach of the Year?
I got Sean Payton in Denver.
Oh shit!
Wow. Okay, so you stuck with it. Okay.
That's a really shit, man. That's a really, 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 really good one. Do you think Nick Sirianni will ever win Coach of the Year?
No.
I don't think he will.
They hate him.
I don't say that because he's not a good.
Dude, they hate Nick Sirianni, man. He's not winning shit. Dude, Nick ain't worried about no awards, man. He's out here for rings.
A good coach. I'm saying that to me, I think to win Coach of the Year, you got to take a team that has no expectations or very low expectations and hella over.
There you go.
Nick Sirianni, you can do that with the Eagles unless you go undefeated.
That's the only way he wins Coach of the Year is if we go undefeated. Now that's and even still, the press hates Nick Sirianni, which is fine.
By the way, so I'm looking at the spring schedule chart for the first time here.
Yeah,
Atlanta's sitting pretty.
Where are they at? I know Matt Brand is number 32.
Fourth easiest in the league. New England, too.
They might win 12 games.
New England, too.
Bro.
New England, too. Second easiest.
New England, second. Yeah, dude, watch out for the Patriots, man. Dude, the Patriots are loaded, and they have a shit ton of salary. Oh, my God, dude, watch out for New England. They're going to be really good.
I got one. I got one. Finally. Okay, so I'm almost out of the hole.
Speaking of...
I can't believe I predicted the Titans would go to the fucking playoffs. What the fuck was I supposed to?
So, all that said, I think next year.
I called the Patriots to the playoffs. I think a year and a half ago. We had that one guy who thought Justin Fields was an actual quarterback.
I remember I remember in our group chat, as soon as they signed Bravo Blaze, you called the Patriots were going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You did. And I don't think any of us are. I mean, I don't think any of us are surprised that the Patriots are better, but nobody thought they would be this. And dude, I mean, the trajectory. They've got Drake May for on the cheap for another 2 years. Go ahead.
I think they have one of the worst rosters in the playoffs. They just have Drake May and Vrabel's a good coach.
On Diggs, Travion Henderson.
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
Stefon Diggs is a weirdo, man.
Yeah, he is, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ! Just don't get me started on him. He can catch passes.
Coach of the year is going to be Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel is going to win Coach of the Year because he's going to have a second-year quarterback. He's got a really, really young team. He just got out of that situation with Tennessee. And by the way, Mike Vrabel, he got absolutely hosed in Tennessee. His stupid-ass GM picked up the phone when Howie Roseman called him, knowing that's exactly what you don't do. If Howie Roseman is calling you, don't answer the fucking phone. 2.5 hours later, we got A.J. Brown. The very next season, A.J. Brown scores 3 touchdowns against the Titans, and their GM was summarily fired. So my Coach of the Year next year is going to be Mike Vrabel.
And
another one.
Titans
says,
owner, a silly woman.
Oh my God, she is fucking crazy. Bill George says no Jim Harburgers.
Jim Harbaugh for the Chargers. That's a good. Yeah. Okay, and who's next?
Next, let's do comeback player of the year. And I'll go first, I guess. I got Aiden Hutchinson out of Detroit.
You might be right. I think you nailed it, Miami J, because I think Aiden Hutchinson is the comeback player of the year. I think we're all in agreement there, right?
I think
He snapped his leg in two. He had 14 sacks this season.
It was either that or Danny Jones.
Ooh, Daniel Jones.
That's the thing. If he hadn't gotten injured, I agree with you. But I think now he set himself up perfectly to win it next year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think Indianapolis is going to re-sign him. I think they're going to get rid of Anthony Richardson. I think they keep Daniel Jones.
100%.
They get him on the cheap, and then they load up around him because they've got Jonathan Taylor. They maybe need another receiver, and I think they'll be good to go, man.
I heard Phillip Rivers getting some play for head coach, but I don't see it.
Old man Rivers, man.
I could see him becoming a QB coach or offensive coordinator very easy if he wanted to.
Well, we know he can still sling it to a degree. So.
He actually understands people.
That's an easy one, right?
Yeah, that really is an easy one. Yeah.
Did you see him doing the sleep with the line?
Calling him is just
No one does that.
Say what now?
No one does that anymore because they just don't understand the game.
No, they really don't. No, you're right, man. You're right. People
not the Cowboys. But yeah, man, I think Abdul Carter is going to. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Okay, who is our Defensive Rookie of the Year? I think the Defensive Rookie of the Year is probably going to be the kid up in Seattle, Devin Witherspoon. I think he's going to be the Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think the Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Emeka Egbuka out in Tampa Bay, the receiver.
Yeah.
Bill George says he's no Lawrence Taylor. Did you hear about that? How Abdul Carter called up Lawrence Taylor and
oh yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, so we have one more to go.
Okay, I'll let you go first because this was my hot take for the year. Who's your MVP?
Jalen.
Oh, here we are. MVP
Hurts is going to win. Jalen Hurts.
Wait a minute.
Is going to win the MVP, and it's not necessarily going to be because he will be the most valuable player. But I think his body of work over the last 3 seasons, he's clearly. And look, everyone wants to make a.
Oh no! I tried to give him a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Listen,
why does Jalen Hurts not get the love?
I'm going to get a high value man. It's not because I'm good looking. It's because I have all these characteristics of a bad bitch. That's what I. That's all I heard.
Less about whether Jalen. He's been MVP preparation twice. Jalen.
I could be breakout there. I think he might lead the NFL in yards,
but because of the narrative.
Be good.
I can see that. I like that. I like that pick. But my hot take for the year, you're gonna like this one. My MVP this year is gonna be Bo Nix.
Oh God! Well, listen, you were closer than me. You were closer than me.
I think it's gonna be Drake May.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
I think he's gonna break out there.
Yeah, who is going to be the MVP?
I think it's a tough one to call this year, honestly.
I think they're going to give it to Stafford. I think they're going to give it. He has more touchdowns, fewer interceptions. Drake May has him in terms of pass completion percentage, but I think what's going to hurt Drake May is his quality of opponent. And listen, you play the team that's in front of you. You put up stats. These are professional football players, but Matthew Stafford he plays in the best division in football. He's been around. I mean, this shouldn't factor in, but he's been around longer. So I think that's probably who's going to win it.
And he's older, so this is his last shot at
Yeah,
MVP.
yeah. The narrative will definitely favor him for sure.
He could get the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might lead the NFL in yards. With the caveat of Joe Burrow. With the caveat of Joe Burrow.
Oh, yeah.
But those two are going to be battling
Oh
all year.
man, Joe Burrow.
I think
Joe
that's
Burrow's
gonna be a race to watch.
Joe Burrow
I
is going
think
to
he's
that's
down.
man.
He led the Broncos to their first division championship in God knows how long.
Woo!
There it is.
Oh, nice. I love it.
I got Bo Nix,
Here's the
man.
thing. Bo
See, and see, this is the thing. You are kind of right because Bo Nix is definitely the MVP of the Denver Broncos. So I will give you
Oh,
that.
by far. Yeah.
Yeah. Nix is more physically gifted than Drew Brees ever was in Drew Brees' prime, and now he has the older, wiser, more experienced Sean Payton who couldn't get Russell Wilson at the time fast enough. Man, I like that pick a lot. That's actually a good one. Wow, Bo fucking Nix, dude, I love it. Let's go. That's actually not crazy, man. I actually kind of like that because I think he is going to light it up, man. I really do.
Well,
I think he
this is
Okay, the Super Bowl pick.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl picks.
Oh, Super Bowl picks.
Actually,
Here
let's
we
do this
go.
first. Let's do a dark horse Super Bowl pick, like a dark horse
Okay.
team that will just make it. Then we'll do our Super Bowl.
Okay,
I got
my dark horse out of the AFC is the Denver Broncos. I think they went into Buffalo, they got trounced, but dude, everybody's gonna be a year older and a year smarter. I think my dark horse Super Bowl pick in the NFC is Washington. I would say LA, but because everyone is expecting LA to I guess supplant the Eagles, but I don't think so. I think if it's not the Eagles, it's definitely the Redskins.
Oh my God.
I actually like that pick a lot of the Redskins. I didn't think about them, but I do like my pick still. I got the Broncos out of the AFC also, but I got the Falcons out of the NFC. I think they might-
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh Jesus Christ. Dude, we pick teams that aren't even in the playoffs. God damn.
I think that's Super Bowl 32, I think, or 33.
something like that. Yeah, I think they have some very, very key pieces in place. I think they might have the running game, they have the tight end, they have a couple.
They had it all. They had it all, but the injuries killed them, dude.
Yep.
Michael Penix Jr. can go in there and light it up. I think the Falcons might be a sneakily good team.
Wow, fair enough. So my real Super Bowl pick, I'm going Eagles Bills. I don't really. And here's the
Hey!
Could
That
happen.
could happen. That
Could happen.
who are we more confident? Honestly, I think I'm a little bit more confident in Buffalo in the AFC than Philadelphia out in the NFC. Because Buffalo, don't get me wrong, the Broncos and the Patriots are good, but Josh Allen is the most experienced quarterback on the AFC side. In terms of experience in the playoffs, he's going up against kids. In the first round, he's got to play Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has one playoff win. He's been to the playoffs now twice in his career. There's Justin Herbert. He was on the wrong end of that Jaguars comeback with the LA Chargers. Then there's Bo Nix. This is only his second year. CJ Stroud. Well, actually, I guess they do have some experience. But then you go to the AFC side. Matthew Stafford, Super Bowl winner. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP. Jordan Love's been to the playoffs 3 times. Brock Purdy's played in 2 Super Bowls. He's won a couple of divisions. So I think that it's Caleb Williams then there's Sam Darnold, who won 14 games with 2 consecutive years with two teams. So I'm a little bit more confident in the Bills than the Eagles. What say you, Miami J?
First off, I say if I'm remembering correctly what my Super Bowl pick was, I'm just gonna quit now and watch you guys when you guys do the show. I think it's gonna be. But I can agree with you. I have a lot more easier time seeing the Bills making it than the Eagles.
Yeah. What about you, Jay Blaze?
So the NFL clearly they want certain things to happen. I think they want the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And
You think the referees are going to start giving them some Kansas City barbecue?
yeah, I leveling up we're talking about this. I think they want Patriots Rams.
Okay, Patriots Rams. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 34, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Even though that was the most boring Super Bowl ever.
Oh, awful.
Sorry, Super Bowl 36. The Patriots. Oh, I'm thinking of Super Bowl. I'm thinking of Tom Brady's first Super Bowl against Kurt Warner and the Rams. No, you're thinking Tom Brady versus Jared Goff. Oh yeah, that was what 13-3. Oh my God,
No,
was
like
it
10-6, I think.
It was terrible. Yeah, that was a bad
I
Super
think
Bowl.
it was 3-3 going into the fourth quarter.
It was crazy. But if it is Rams Patriots in Super Bowl 60, it is not going to be no 10-3. I can tell you that right now. They're going to light it up. Let's listen to Miami J's. I completely forgot what your Super Bowl pick is.
Who wins?
Probably Buffalo.
So Bills over the Eagles.
Yeah, I think the Bills beat the Eagles because I think now if the Bills had played the Eagles this year, I think the Eagles would have won, but I think the Bills are hungry. If they find a way to conquer Mount Mahomes, it's almost like back in 2004 when the Yankees and the Red Sox played in the American League Championship Series, where the Red Sox were down 0-3 and they came back to beat the Yankees for the first time ever. We all knew they were going to beat the Cardinals in the World Series. Like,
yeah, I'm wrong here because if the Bills win the Super Bowl, it's not going to matter that they didn't go through the Chiefs.
Right.
So, yeah.
I kept trying to think to myself, who in the AFC can challenge Buffalo? And I don't see anybody that can go in January. Bills over the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
I got the Lions over the Bills.
Wow, the Lions over the Bills. How about that?
The Bills. That's not, listen, considering.
It's not what I remember. I thought I picked the Lions over the Bengals.
Oh, God. Oh,
I thought that's what I picked, but okay, I'll take it.
The Lions. If you had picked the Lions over the Bengals, you might have been able to rescue me out of the cellar. Maybe
Tennessee. Yeah.
Oh boy. Ay.
Let's Bills get over the hump of never having won one. But I kept trying to think to myself, who in the AFC can challenge Buffalo? And I don't see anybody that can go in January into Buffalo in 2 feet of snow with a defense and a running game good enough to beat them.
Well, fortunately for the other teams, they're not going to have to because Buffalo's going to have to do it on the road.
Only team conceivably that could possibly do that is Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore, maybe. But I don't think they're maybe strong enough this year.
No,
they got Buckeye Stars. I can't imagine looking like roses.
Dude,
they're going to be a good playoff team, but I don't.
Yeah. I like that.
I don't think they're going to be good enough to overcome the conditions in a January night Buffalo night game.
And that crowd is absolutely. You know what? You're right, man. I'm looking at the teams. I don't really see. The only team I can see that could maybe push the Bills is possibly Baltimore, and they're not going to play unless they're in the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
Buffalo does.
But I agree with you. I give Buffalo
ton of snow.
Cold weather. So that's going to be. So they essentially replaced. We will be live streaming the fantasy draft, social, and all. That's it. It's the next five. We don't.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I think Jay Blaze had already. I think he had to go at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, knowing what we know now, we all know the teams that are in. Who's our Super Bowl pick? Who are our Super Bowl picks based on the teams that are in there now? Blaze, fire first.
Patriots, Rams.
Okay, and you think it's going to be Patriots, Rams because you think that's what the NFL wants?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Miami Jane.
I'm gonna go a little unconventional here, but not really. Broncos over the Seahawks.
Wow.
Both number ones.
Super Bowl 48 rematch. Yeah. See, this is the way I make my pick. What obviously I want the Eagles to, fucking win it all. But when I make picks like this, I say to myself, if I had to bet, if my life were on the line, if I had to bet an amount of money that mattered to me and I couldn't push, who do I think is going to be in the Super Bowl? I think for whatever reason, I think the Buffalo Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl, man. I think the reason why the Bills are going to the Super Bowl, I think they're going to get a little bit of that home cooking that Jay Blaze thinks the Patriots are going to get. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but when the Bills played the Eagles, man, the referees missed a lot of obvious calls in that game, and the Eagles ended up winning that game. Josh Allen is the media darling. He's got the movie star girlfriend who's pregnant. They're about to have a kid. He's the fair-haired child. So if there's some sort of conspiracy, I think it's because I think if there ever was a 6 or 7 seed that could go on the road and beat every team in the AFC in the playoffs now, we picked the Bills. Because we think Denver, we know Denver. Denver is Jekyll and Hyde on the road. And by the way, the Los Angeles Chargers, they don't play very well at home. They play their best team on the road. But the Buffalo Bills, I think they're a team that could possibly go in and beat every other team. If I had to bet on a team, it's definitely not going to be the Bears. I would probably bet on the Seahawks. And the reason why I say it's going to be the Seahawks is because it is very hard for an East Coast team to get on a plane, travel 3 hours into the past. This is why Seattle was so good in the playoffs for so many years, is because of that time zone change. The 49ers, it's hard for an East Coast team to go beat San Francisco at the Bay. So I think it's going to be Seattle versus the Buffalo Bills, and I think it is going to be the Seattle Seahawks who are going to beat the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl 60.
Okay.
What you got? Who you got, Miami J? Yes, you.
For the Super Bowl?
Yes, this year, based on the teams.
I already said it. I think the Broncos beat the Seahawks.
Oh, Broncos Seahawks. I'm sorry, Jay Blaze. Jesus Christ, I'm getting all mixed up.
I said Rams, Patriots.
Oh, so I went last. Jesus Christ, I'm losing my fucking mind. Okay,
Well,
so
guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. After that, we got to do soccer minute. I'll be right back.
oh yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, the thing is, man, is looks like the Bears.
All right, Don, let's rank the best jobs available.
Ooh, the best job I think the best job right now, I think the best job is the Giants. Next, I'm going Baltimore. I think that's a good job. I think the Giants have the best job because they have the most talent. They have a questionable front office, but they're not like the Browns. I think that the Ravens is probably who's next because they've got some talent, older talent, albeit. But Steve Bisciotti is one of the best owners in football. Nobody knows what their GM's name is, which probably means he's really good. So I think those are the two best jobs.
I'm gonna go Giants are the best job. I think the Ravens are one of the least because they have an incredibly aged roster. And Lamar, I don't know if you can coach him. And I'm gonna go Browns and Falcons are probably second and third because Browns have an incredible defense. The only issue with the Browns is they have Shedeur Sanders, which I don't know how he would take like a John Harbaugh.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you what. If Shedeur Sanders gets drafted in the first round by the Cleveland Browns, I don't know how he would take the coaching, but I do know that if John Harbaugh does end up in Baltimore, he is going to make Shedeur Sanders work for that starting position. John Harbaugh doesn't care. He puts the best guy in the field. He did it with Joe Flacco and Lamar Jackson. That's how he got the starting job.
Yeah.
We were ranking the what do you think are the top three? What are the top three available coaching jobs? I said we both think the Giants are. I think the Ravens is a good job because of the good front office, well organization. Jay Blay is not so much because of the Lamar Jackson mess and the overall age of the roster, which is a good point.
I tend to agree with Blaze. I would say New York is the top one.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Miami.
Oh, wow. There you go. Yeah, I think Cleveland's a very good job. Yeah, Phantom Logs, I think Phantom 3 and 3 says Matty Ice is the new Falcons president. I actually saw this. I think Matt Ryan is on, I think he's probably on maybe the John Lynch trajectory.
Yeah.
We'll see players go into coaching like, hey, like Mike Vrabel, when he retired, he was the linebackers coach for the, for the Patriots. Then he was the assistant defensive coordinator. Now he's the head coach. Well, John Lynch started off as vice president of team, activities or whatever, and now he's the GM. I think Matt Ryan is probably trending in that direction as well.
Did Atlanta fire their coach?
Yeah, they fired.
Atlanta did, yeah.
That's not a bad job. That's
a good
job. That's a
I
very
had
good
that top three.
We'll put that over Miami.
Yeah, and they have a shitty division.
Right now,
so
Miami for sure.
Was that?
Yeah.
And they have a shitty division.
100%.
Dude, the NFC South is ripe for the picking. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing and allow. Or do you want me to allow you to share?
Yeah, that will.
Okay, let me click this here. Wait a minute. Nope, I don't want to edit your name. I want to allow you. No,
Oh, that works. Because the bracket I did kind of got reset, so I'll start from the top. It's cool.
Okay, give me 1 second because it's not. God damn it.
Well, I think I can do it from here.
Oh, can you? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think you have to request to share.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. Why is it not coming up? God damn it.
I think I got it.
Oh,
am I sharing?
No, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I see it. Okay, gotcha.
Good stuff. Real quick, let me just say a thing real quick about the U.S. Team going into this. One, I think we're in a pretty good spot. We got everybody healthy. We're feeling good after the way we closed out the year. So, I think we're in a good spot. Having said that, the last time we talked about any of this was during the draw, and we were happy as hell that we got a really good group.
Right.
I'm not so sure. Looking back at it and studying it, I'm not so sure this group is as easy as we thought.
Okay.
I still think we win it, but I think it's gonna be a lot tougher than our reaction.
It's not going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a cakewalk at all. I think because the way I look at it, no team in this group looks at the group and says, "Damn, I can't believe I got stuck here." They're all happy to be here,
Including the U.S., right?
Including the U.S. Mind you, the home field advantage, the talent we have, we should win this group.
Okay, all right, very good. Well, I think I can feel good about that.
And that'll be reflected here in the in what I do right here. Let me just do this part real quick. Am I sharing the right one now?
It says World Cup 2026 Group and Bracket Simulator. Oh, there you go, right there.
Okay, here. I did this earlier, and it wouldn't have taken too much time. I'll just run through this really quickly, if you don't mind, till we get to the bracket. These are the 4 European teams that still need to qualify. Here we have to pick Italy. Here it'll probably be Poland. Here we have to pick Turkey. That'll go into the U.S. team. And here it's got to be Denmark. You just have to go with the favorites in this case.
Okay, got it. Okay, fair enough.
Mind you, I really do hope the Irish end up qualifying out of this group.
I think they're America's. I think it's kind of the world's darling team every year or every 4 years. The world kind of roots for Ireland to get into the playoffs, to get into the World
Cup. Really do. They really, really do, especially since the French robbed them 3 World Cups ago. Then we have the other intercontinental playoffs. I think the Congo takes this bracket, and I do think Iraq take this bracket here. So let's, on the groups here, like I said, I'll just rank them 1 through 4, and I'll show you. I'll touch a couple of key points as I go.
Okay.
Group A, I think Mexico should. That's a big should win it. I actually think South Africa come in second with Denmark in third. South Korea, sorry to say, they'll be out. Here, I think
Mexico doesn't win Group A. If Mexico doesn't win Group A, are you saying South Africa should win it?
Yes.
If it's not, so it's going to be Mexico or South Africa. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Well, it could be Denmark. This is also a very even group.
Oh wow. Okay. Very good. So if South Korea, so the only surprise winner would be South Korea.
No, not even. That's the thing. This is a very even group.
Okay.
There's a couple of other groups like that in the World Cup, but this is probably the most even group of this. And I'm going to Mexico because of home field advantage. Having said that, and I'll say this very quickly. If Mexico comes out the first half against South Africa and they don't perform and the crowd in Mexico turns on them, which they will do, careful, because Mexico could just implode.
And by the way, that is the very first game of the World Cup. Mexico, South Africa. The world is going to, isn't it? Is it at the Stadio Azteca or something like that? Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ, man! Yeah, that'll be great to see, man.
Yeah, that's the most historic stadium, I think, right now on the planet. Only stadium ever to host 3 World Cup.
This is going to be the most pressure these Mexican footballers have felt in quite a while. Wow.
Absolutely. And this is not a particularly good Mexico team. So Mexico's got to come out and perform. All right, Group B. I'll pick Switzerland 1, Italy 2, Canada 3, Qatar 4.
Okay.
Here we'll go pretty chalky. We'll go Brazil 1, Morocco 2, Scotland 3, Haiti, you're out. Here, obviously, I'm going to have the U.S. in first, Paraguay in second, Turkey in third, Australia in fourth. Though, again, very even group, honestly, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Group E, to me, this is one of the tougher ones, but I'll go Germany 1, Ecuador 2, Ivory Coast 3, Carousel. You just happen to be there.
Okay.
This is one of my dark horses and one of my upset picks for here, but I'll go Japan win in this group.
Wow.
In third.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Group G, Belgium win this group. They have much bigger problems than not winning. We'll go Belgium. We'll go Iran, Egypt, and then New Zealand. By the way, quick fun note, the Pride game for the World Cup, as designated by the city of Seattle, will be Iran versus Egypt. So
yes. This is going to be awesome. And by the way, both Iran and Egypt have come out and spoken against the Pride game. They're like, we are not participating. So it'll be very.
By the way, that's not an official. That's not an official FIFA thing. That's just the city of Seattle being the city of Seattle.
Being Seattle. Yep.
Exactly.
Got it.
We'll go to Group H, which if Spain doesn't win it, they have bigger problems.
Yeah, they gotta win it. Yeah.
Uruguay should come in second. Saudi Arabia. Actually, you know what? I'll give it to Cape Verde in third. They're not a bad team. Saudi Arabia in fourth.
Okay.
All right, France. I'm giving it to Norway. I'm sorry. I'll take France second. Third.
What? Whoa, hold the phone, man. What in the Kylian Mbappe is going on here? Why do you think Norway wins the group and not France?
Because I think the French are due for an implosion.
Why? Why is that?
They have way too much talent. This is their coach's third World Cup straight. That's never a good formula. Repeat coaches normally don't do well. And, you know, the French, historically, they always, every couple of World Cups, they just have an implosion.
Yeah. Okay. And so France is due for an implosion, even with all the everything. You still have them getting out of the group, just not winning it. So that's just
of course. I just don't have
talent. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they have an implosion, they might lose to Senegal. So
holy God. If that happens, the sky is falling in France.
Hey, Senegal's a pretty damn good team, man. I wouldn't put it.
They are, but the sky would still be falling in France.
Oh, in France, yeah. The sky will fall in France if they don't win everything. But anyway. Group A, we have to give it to Argentina. We'll put Austria and Algeria, and then here I'll give it to Portugal, Colombia in second. I'm gonna put Uzbekistan at third and the Congo at fourth. Even though I think the Congo are pretty good. Uzbekistan's got a very good defense. By the way, fun note for you: the Uzbekistan coach, Fabio Cannavaro. But you didn't know that.
Again? Wait. Hold on. Okay, do me the rewind 10 seconds. What were you saying?
I said the coach for Uzbekistan is Fabio Cannavaro.
I've heard that name before.
The Italian World Cup winner.
Was he one of the candidates we were looking at?
For
it was Mauricio Pochettino and then two other candidates. And
no.
Oh,
Fabio Cannavaro won the World Cup with Italy in 2006. He was the captain.
Oh my God, dude! That was the Luca Toni team. That was the Alessandro Del Piero team. Got it. Okay. Wow. Holy shit. Okay.
They have a very strong defense down there in Uzbekistan. Here we'll give it to England. We'll go Croatia and Ghana. Okay.
Yeah,
so let's move on. Now we got to pick 8 teams, because 8 of the third place teams do qualify. I'll do this right. Denmark, Senegal. We'll do Poland, Canada. We'll do Turkey, Cape Verde, and Scotland.
Okay.
All right. So finally, we're here at the bracket.
Okay.
All right. We'll start Germany and Scotland. We give it to Germany. They have to. Norway will be Poland.
Italy should
go. Nah, I'm sorry. Italy's not that good. I'll give it to South Africa.
What? Oh, shit. Okay.
Japan, Morocco, very good game. I'll give it to Japan, though. I think Morocco has something going against that they didn't have last time, and that's the wave of expectation. Nobody expected them to do anything last time. This year, everybody expects something out of it.
And by the way, Morocco got all the way to the quarterfinal last year.
They got to the semifinal, my friend.
Oh, they got to the set. Good God. So they could have. Wow. So they ended up playing in the third place game then.
Yeah, they beat Portugal and Spain last year.
God damn. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Right.
Now they've got expectations for sure.
Yep. France, Ecuador, we'll do France. Mexico, Cape Verde, better be Mexico.
Yeah, it's going to be Mexico.
England will beat Senegal. Colombia will beat Croatia. Spain better beat Austria. The United States and Canada, I swear to God.
Dude,
I'm going to have an aneurysm. Denmark, I don't think I'm sorry, Belgium, I don't think are that good. I don't think they should be the number 1 seed. I'll give that to Denmark. This would be, for me, the game of this round. Argentina, Uruguay would be fantastic. But I'll give it to Argentina for now.
But it'll be close.
It will. But those are two teams that know each other extremely well.
Okay. All right. Almost like a divisional game, right?
Almost, yeah. Much.
Yeah.
Paraguay, Iran will give it to Paraguay. Switzerland, Ivory Coast will give it to Switzerland. Portugal, Turkey will give it to Portugal.
Okay.
All right. So now we get to the fun stuff. Here's the round of 16. This is where the games are really going to start meshing up, getting tough. I'm going to give this to Norway. Germany.
Wow, Germany over Norway.
No, Norway over Germany. I think Germany's another Germany's another team that comes in with the weight of the world on them. They're always expected to be in the final. And I'm sorry, they're just not that talented this go around. They had a pretty bad World Cup last year. I don't think they're going to do that great this year.
So you think they're going to crash out in the round of 16?
I do, because I think Norway's a sneaky good team too.
Okay. All right.
I'll say the same for Japan. Japan, I think these four are my dark horses. It kills me that I think they're going to meet in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. So this is where we start getting the Brazil Francis. And I think Brazil break the curse here. I think they beat France.
Yeah, sounds like they what? Sounds like they might. England should beat Mexico, right?
They really should. Yep.
Okay.
Colombia and Spain, that'd be a great game, but I think Spain would take
Spain
it. And
should win, right?
the United States is capable of beating Denmark at home.
We can do it. Absolutely.
We can. Here we'll give that to Argentina, and here we'll give this to Portugal.
Portugal. Okay.
All right. So Norway, Japan. Look, I'll give it to the star power. Aaron Holland should be able to take care of the Japanese back line.
But you wouldn't be surprised if Japan won this matchup, though.
Not even a little bit. No.
Oh,
not even a little
bit. There's no way we're beating. There's no way we're taking down.
Yeah, I think, look, and I've said time and again that semifinals are buzz, but honestly, if we go out in the quarters to a hard-fought game against Spain, ain't nobody going to blame us for that.
I'm good
That's
with that.
Hell of a, we'll give it to Spain.
Yep. I'm all right with that.
Brazil, England, and Argentina, Portugal. God. Give that to
Brazil
Brazil.
over England.
Brazil, Argentina, Portugal. This game, this is the game FIFA wants to happen, right? They want Messi. They want Messi and Ronaldo to meet in their last World Cup.
Oh my God, that's exactly what this is.
Yep, that's exactly what this would be, and I think Portugal takes it. Portugal have a very, very strong team this year, and Argentina is not as strong as they were last.
Okay.
Okay, so we make it to the semifinals.
Okay.
3 Europeans and 1 South American. Okay. I think this World Cup is tailor-made for a South American team.
Oh my God. Are you taking Brazil to win it all?
I'm taking Brazil to win it all. I'll take Spain to go to the final. I'll take Brazil, and I'll take Brazil to win the whole thing.
Okay, so Brazil, and so you think Brazil is going to win. So you think Brazil is going to win the World Cup? Spain, Portugal, and Norway rounding out the top four. Wow.
Mind you, right now that's a hot take. I think most people expect Spain and Argentina to and France maybe to kind of go run away.
Yeah, but I think the reason why you pick Brazil is because Brazil is playing much closer to home. Am I wrong? Like Brazil is experienced playing. Yeah, Brazil has played in South America. They've played in Mexico. They played in the United States a lot more often than European teams do.
Yeah, and they play that Brazilian heat all the time. I remember just think back 8 months to the Club World Cup. All of the players from England, from Spain, from Italy, from all these European countries were complaining about the heat. And they were like, pretending that we're dying out there because of the heat. The South American players, they were fine. They were doing their thing.
Yeah, and it's high elevation too. So
yeah, you have some high elevation in Mexico. So, I think this World Cup, if not Brazil, I think Argentina will take it.
Okay.
Because I don't see a European team coming in here and doing the deed.
No, I really don't. That's a very good point. If it were over in Europe, it would probably be a European team, but because it's here on the Western Hemisphere, I think, I agree with you. I think it's going to be a South American.
It's only happened once that a European team has won in this hemisphere, and it's only happened once that a South American team has won in Europe. And Brazil won in Sweden back in the day, and Germany won in Brazil in 2014. But again, those were the exceptions to the very, very, very strong rule. It's not just winning the whole thing; it's overperforming. And I think
level up, man. Look, level up, man says row. I think I can hear another goal. I'm in Alimana. Oh, okay. I don't know who that is.
No, Alemana is German or Brazilian for German.
Brazilian for German. Okay, very good. He says calling back, getting stomped out by Germany. Oh boy. All right.
Well, look, if Brazil meets Germany in this World Cup, the next time Brazil plays Germany in the World Cup, that's going to be the ultimate revenge game. Okay, for Brazil.
Oh yes, because dude, they won the World Cup on their in their backyard, man. They can't have that.
Yeah, I don't know how close attention you pay to that World Cup, but Brazil was supposed to win the whole tournament.
Oh yes,
that was
I remember very clearly.
They lost 7-1 to Germany at home.
They got
the semifinals.
That was the Tim Howard World Cup. This is when the world found out about Tim Howard, the goalie. Belgium fencing company and all that good stuff.
And I will say,
go ahead.
One more point about the U.S. That's the one thing that worries me about the U.S. I've never seen an underdog make a run in any sport. It can be football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever. As an underdog, it's really hard to make a strong run without a solid defense. That's where an underdog run starts. Think of the Giants back in the day. Think of Morocco last.
Yeah, of course.
Strong defense, and right now, that's what we're lacking. That's where we need the most work. So
fair enough. We will see. Hopefully, your soccer takes are better than my football takes. Holy moly!
Or my football takes. Those were pretty bad.
So looks like the
You'll get through someday.
Yeah, it looks like the Bears are going for 2.
You'll get through someday.
And all right, so the Bears just converted a 2-point conversion. They are now down by 3 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to play. All right, guys. Well, I really have to pee, and I want to go downstairs and watch the rest of the game. This was absolutely an incredible podcast. We will be right back here next week for the next playoff preview. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.